I hear the echoes of victory in fields won before time. When battle draws so near, you will feel the same in war. Below is the battle, below one before, and the memory stays ever so bitter. Below is the battle, below one before, and the memory stays ever so bitter. Below is the battle, below one before, the memory stays ever so bitter. Below is the battle, below one before, the memory stays ever so bitter. I hear the echoes of victory in field won before time. When battle draws so near, you will feel the same in war. Below is the battle, below one before, the memory stays ever so bitter. Below is the battle, below one before, the memory stays ever so bitter.
I have my
But not like
moments.
funny hee hee, more like funny haha.
Not like funny haha, more like funny oh.
Okay.
We're
Now, Faris,
live.
we hear you. There's just people are talking
Hello.
over you.
Ayo, nice microphone, Ferris.
Hey, Mom, get the camera.
No.
So
All right.
like, you
Welcome
can't hear
to
Ferris,
TaleChasers.
but he's having
It's
technical
stalking
issues.
now. Welcome to the stream.
Can you stop?
Mm.
Can you stop?
Like saying, yeah, welcome to the stream. Like you don't want us to welcome the people out there. Like what?
No, no,
Nope.
no, no.
Very
don't
mean.
want you to do
very
that.
mean. No one lie.
I'm just very self-conscious. We all need to be considerate of that. Thank you. And do that by explicitly by looking directly at her.
You can't even look directly at me. Regardless, welcome to TaleChasers on Friday evening. I'm your host for this evening, Amber. I'm probably your only host for this week. Oh no, wait, I might not be your only host. I don't know if Mark's actually going live, but he can tell you something about that, not me.
I am not going live, I'm afraid. I wish I
Only
I'm your
host.
only host this week. That is me. You just have to cope with me this week, and next week you won't be coping with me. Damn, I guess that's one of my announcements. Next week there will not be a City Below session, as I will be on vacation for a week. So cry, seethe, and cope. I will be trying to be back for Arkona's accounts though on Friday. So let's hope we have a session next week.
All right. You know,
If not, I'll be playing Baldur's Gate 3. Not
That's what most people
sponsored,
will be
but
doing
I
anyway.
not sponsored, but I goddamn wish we were.
yes,
Not the only one.
our sponsorship is actually what made them put in that bear scene.
Yeah, we're actually
fucking
going to
hope
be
not.
playing Baldur's Gate live with the origin characters. We're going to have a one-shot set in the campaign.
You know- You know, the longer you keep talking, the more people think it's an actual thing.
Luckily,
If you
want it to be a
no one
thing,
believes
let
Faris
us
is
know.
politely telling you to shut up.
But is Faris's mic being picked up is the question.
I mean, yes, as I said in the Discord, issues are fixed. So, you know.
Oh yeah, I see Vittorio hopping about now. Alright, very well. In that case, Faris's issues are fixed, and that means that we are now obligated to continue on with the actual session that will be taking place tonight.
Yeah, I should have just let the issues persist, you know.
For real, for real.
Very good,
Uplink
very good.
continues.
Now that we're
Unfortunately,
clear onto that.
yeah, now that we're done with that, we're gonna get a recap instead of last session. And who better to give this recap than Gabe?
They're like in pain right now, but sure, I can give you a recap.
Perfect.
Huh.
Woo, go Gabe.
So, last we left off with the Stargazers. We had just arrived in the quaint and absolutely not loud and bustling city of Landhaus, the city of Crossroads. Our final step before boarding the train that would lead us to Oldenheim, the capital of the Burek Empire. chasing the tracks of a rogue and a traitor. A little information that Lawrence had scavenged by doing favors for the lady of the Crimson Court called Pescu. We had
And asking
stopped-
you to roll a 30.
Correct. We'd stopped for the night at the Dancing Horse. I believe that's what the town was called. Yes.
Definitely not a prancing pony.
Prancing
Mhm.
Pony, almost.
No,
Dancing horse,
no,
prancing
no,
pony.
just
The
dancing
dancing
horse.
horse is the later stage in life of the prancing pony.
Yes, of course.
There you go. For a bit of respite and a good night's sleep, having found the establishment was one of the few that accepted people of many races, as the Empire is very well known for its dislike for anything that is not human.
Racism.
Thanks, Empire.
Correct. That's everything I said put into a different word. Luckily, though, our stay was not at all unpleasant. We, in fact, met with quite a few interesting people. For example, not at all Gandalf, a old elven wizard lady whom was eager to tell stories of a company of some rings and some other bridges and monsters of darkness in a place not called Khazad-dûm. We discovered a bit more of the trivia of the tavern and learned a few interesting bits and bobs of information, like missing potions, problems here and there, and other rumors that we might be interested in pursuing throughout the day. At night, just before going to bed, Vittorio took us out to the little park near the tavern, and they had a conversation about trust, about secrets, and about emotions. Maybe.
It's
Who
like your
knows?
boyfriend, girlfriend.
Pretty much. Who knows? Because only those two were there at the time, or so they like to believe. But it was clear that there was a third party observing them from the shadows. Where and which shadows, no one will know. But someone knows of what they spoke that fateful night. Nonetheless, they went to sleep, and everyone did not get ambushed by vampiric creatures in the night like we did a few long rests ago.
It was werewolves.
Yeah, true. And woke up without troubles, problems, or tribulations in our differently sized beds. The party sort of split to go about their first day into the city. Tokas brought along Jace on a little traveling trading trip, scouring the markets of Landhouse and scoring himself a pretty sweet deal that he needs a bit more time to finally close. Lawrence began his search for a scroll of Find Familiar to be able to summon his Raven of Good Omen Mara, left back in Graffendom with her or his family of origin. And so he went around the city, looked into temples and looked into churches, finally stumbled upon a caravan of mages from Northernland that sold quite a bit of spell scrolls. Wish I was there, sadly wasn't. Maybe next time. But with some luck, he put his hands on a scroll of Find Familiar, and I believe you bought a scroll of something else, right?
Yeah, I bought a. Let me just check my inventory. Comprehend languages as well.
Comprehend languages. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. He bought another scroll of those and traded it for a scroll of protection from poison. Meanwhile, Zarius and Vittorio went to the local lodge to search for inquiries, quests, and other interesting things that they might be able to find at the renowned adventuring guild. And they weren't disappointed. Looking around a bit for information, they learned that there was a current problem going on with some very nasty buggers. Some bees of some kind were swiping down cattle, and someone was indeed needed to fix the problem because it was starting to become a serious issue. After a bit more of wandering around and looking around at the city, the party reconvened in the evening, ready to go visit Jenny. Oh, I forgot as well. I believe Vincent set out to find a glassblower and met one of his old acquaintances in the city, a man by the name of Herdir, um, whom sort of helped him out, walk around and figure out the layout of the town, and directed him towards the person he wanted to find. Okay. After everyone's biddings was done, we reconvened at the tavern and decided to set forward and reach Jenny's hut. Or at least what we believe we'd find after planting a little pot of clay with a message in it the night before. And indeed, once we arrived at the fated place, there was a cozy little hut that looked almost not out of place from the outside, even though it was not there the day before. The party began casting all sorts of spells and magics and buffs to make sure that they wouldn't get trapped or, well, encountered any sort of magical mishap on their way into the door and perhaps start a conversation with the presumed hag. And so, by walking the steps, the stony slabs that led to the door of the hut, many of their enchantments were dispelled, to or not to their knowledge, perhaps. Once the door was open, the party stumbled upon a awe-inspiring visage, a hut filled to the brim with things, the walls, the ceiling even. Every shelf was stuffed with the weirdest oddities one could think, from jars of eyes to plants of every kind. And at the far end of the little hut was a desk, clattered in even more messy things, and a blonde woman sitting behind it, a little crown of gold perched upon her head. She already knew what we were there for, bringing the item that the Stargazers have been trying to dispose of, misfortune. An item very dark, made of the suffering of innocent children. They ought not to sell it to any random person, but to give it away to someone that would keep it locked, hopefully somewhere never to be pulled out again. And Jenny seemed to be the one to choose. She was interested, of course, in items that had no place in the world, nowhere to belong to. And this item was exactly what she wanted. But it was an expensive item, one pricey one, and she had nothing as valuable to give us in return. And so we began some sort of tractative back and forth to decide what compensation would be enough for us to trade this particular object. At first, we were offered a magical item of sorts, a pearl of power, but quite unique. One that did not require attunement, but could restore only up to a second level spell slot. It was a good treat for the spellcasters of the party, but the other martial half didn't exactly enjoy it. And so, by consensus, everyone decided that the item we would look for was something that everyone could use. The next offering on the table was a draw from the deck of fates. Everyone could draw a card and twist their fate in unpredictable ways. But once again, half the party wasn't interested. Vincent and Lawrence were sure that their fates was in their own hands and wished not to leave it to chance. And so, this is where we left off. In the middle of the tractative, deciding what would be a fitting price for such a relic of heinous origins.
Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous.
Absolutely incredible.
Stunning ovation.
Thank you. Did my best.
Thank you. With that, you return to sitting, sipping your tea in Jenny's hut.
Feels like we had a week to make this decision, but I still don't know.
You know, Azarius, stop lying. Don't cap.
Tap.
He's molding. He's scapping right now.
Jenny's cards make a soft rustling sound as she tucks them back into the deck. What will it be?
I think. And Lawrence will look back at the rest of the party. That we would like to know about a certain group of items and where they might be. Where they are, more explicitly. If you know such things. Ayani seemed to.
What items might they be?
Oh, let me find the thing.
Because the next answer that you give her is going to be very important.
Okay.
Might be campaign defining.
By memory, took us
My mates
recites the poem.
Lawrence
Forged
does like a gesture towards Tocast, like a huzzah gnome.
Forged from the other world, 6 treasures shall he possess. Upon his head the crown shall seal, an open eye will prove woe to mortal kind. Then shall he ride unto the world. Here will 4 be united into one, and 5 shall be the armies of doom. Then will the world know that the last war has begun. With the coming of doom will march a small boy. Anger shall be his nourishment, and blood is wine. And from the land untamed will rise a champion. Disease shall be his downfall and savior divine. A chieftain's son shall be the chosen. In power will he thrive and glory in his name. And with the coming of the end times, the old will fall by the hand of the new. He clears his throat. We've been chasing this chosen for quite a while. We aren't exactly aware of all of them, but we know there are 6 treasures that he's chasing. We know 2 of them. Uzul the King Slayer. A sword that we believe was of Maligan's make before its corruption. Now taken by the man. And this, Lux pulls out his large tome, now looking quite different from before, with the 3 glowing encrusted gems, one smaller than the other, representing the 3 moons of Etharis, and metal plaques that reinforce the cover, and a large glowing blue eye symbol in the middle of the cover. Albeit I don't know much about this, I was told that this is to one of them. There are 4 still that are missing. 5 if you want to count the sword that is in possession of the man that is supposed to bring an end to this world. We wish to know more about them. We wish to know where they are, what they are, and if it's possible to retrieve them, then how.
Lawrence will pull out his big old scroll case and kind of like put it at the side of the desk and just begin like I guess unfurling it. I don't know if there's any space on this desk.
No.
Okay, well we'll hold
This
it over
desk
the
is
desk.
is positively a mess. Jenny is a hoarder.
Yeah, Victoria, help me. We did unfurl it, and I can't carry hold both sides. My arms aren't big enough.
Vittorio just, I guess, stretches out his arm in the direction your voice is coming from because he still has a blindfold on his face.
Okay, yeah, just hold this side, and then just hold it up. Yeah, right there. Okay, yeah. And I'll just roll this big old map case like across the side, like it's a slideshow presentation. And then I'm gonna give her a feather, and like, you can use this to gesture. Not my feather, but like another feather, like a feather quill pin or something.
You pull out a feather.
will give me what you have in exchange for information.
He nods. Material possession is difficult to, play around with. But information towards a goal that we're all share is, I guess, something that benefits all of us.
Nods wisely.
Interesting.
Sweat.
That makes it sound like we made a bad choice, guys.
Yeah, it does. Really.
Well, it's not like all of us could really benefit from that. What did you say it was, Tokas? Pearl.
Orb.
Yes.
Is that so?
But
Well-
here's the thing. Oh, do you want to go ahead?
Yeah, he was gonna say. Well, I mean, not the type that uses magic myself, though. I suppose doesn't matter that much, but would be good with something benefits all of us in one way or another.
All things benefit you in one way or another.
And so does information.
It does. Also, group, let us understand that Jenny is a collector here. She values the physical importance of goods over such a thing like information, I imagine.
Information is valuable.
Lectors
Useful
can.
in the right hands. But the wrong information can be a burden.
Looks nods.
Even a hazard.
Just like objects, there is information that belongs nowhere. Nor in books, nor in someone's mind. For them, make them insane. I suppose that's also something to collect.
Yes. That is right.
Can I roll an insight check? She doesn't seem
Empathy!
particularly excited about this, so I kind of want to figure out if she seems to be against this in a way, or if like she's trying to hold back some opinion.
Sure, go ahead.
Remember me from empathy. Where's my empathy check? Empathy check. Massive.
Private roll.
Yeah, it's huge.
Please stop rolling privately.
No.
Because you find it difficult to get a read on her. She's kind of... She's evidently either aloof overall, or she is outwardly projecting herself as an aloof person. Nonchalant.
Yeah. She was
Detached.
aloof before, but now she's like sad aloof, which strikes me as there's something going on.
Whatever it is that is going on, it is far outside of your understanding of people.
Skia! Need a better understanding of people. That's my
Yeah.
next spell.
Understanding of
Understand
people.
I cast understanding of people. I now understand people. Thank you.
It's
You
actually a
laugh,
spell for that.
but I'm
I
gonna
think.
make that true.
Of course.
What's it? I can't remember what's it called. It makes all your checks stupid high.
Oh, the rogue's ability, yeah.
No. It's a spell.
There's also skill empowerment, which gives you like
Which I
expertise.
couldn't take.
So sad.
Literally. Crying my eyes
This
out.
5th level.
Literally crying my eyes out.
So sad.
So sad. It can be done.
You're an ass.
That sounds good, doesn't it?
How
Yes,
far we will
definitely.
get, I cannot guarantee you.
Blinks. Before what?
Before what?
Is there something impeding us from going too far? Oh, actually, I think I get it now.
Use a diviner, Tokas.
I realized it.
Tokas was thinking too much about how people feel and forgot to think about what people are.
Vittorio, he just a bit like not towards anyone. He's just like, oh, there's a lot of those nowadays.
Well, suppose we'll do our best and see how far we get.
Anything's better than nothing.
He nods.
Penny hums. Anything is better than nothing indeed. The lights dim. And Jenny sets her cards aside in a neat little pile. Instead, picks up her dice made out of small bones.
Oh, baby bones. Make bird bones.
She hands each of you one of these dice.
Let's go! And we're making us draw from the fate cards without them being cards.
What? Me?
A
What?
die of many things.
What?
I'll take
You roll a
No.
d6. If it's a number between 1 or 6, you summon death.
What die did she give each of us? Do we all have different die or like
You all have
different-
one different dice, yes.
Whoa!
So mine, I wanted to be made out of diamonds.
Mine, I just wanted to be cool. It doesn't really matter to me.
To
I think this is all-
Vittorio, she hands a d4, which is been carved out of like a rib, like it has just been like shaven to like a stick shape,
Mm,
where each of the long sides of the stick have a number on it.
That's pretty.
To Tokas, she hands a d6, which is it kind of just looks like a singular like vertebrae, which has like tiny little pips painted on it.
Hmm.
Perhaps the strangest die is given to Vincent, one that truly abhors every single person that it comes into contact with.
Yay.
It is also made out of a vertebrae, but like
A
all the insides have
D3.
been like carved out. No, it's worse. It's a D9.
Ah!
All the insides have been hollowed out, and it's only like the spines of the of the vertebra that's left.
Thanks.
Zarius receives a fairly normal looking D20, although its porous surface betrays that it too is made out of bone.
A bone D20.
What about me?
Right.
Lawrence.
Me.
Lawrence. You receive 2 dice.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's somehow worse than anything else.
It's a D100.
2 D100s?
No, 1 D100.
One D?
D10, D100.
1 D100?
Yes, but it's not a dice that has 100 numbers on it. It's 2 dice to make up 100.
Okay.
Imagine.
I can do that. I can roll a D10 and a D10, but like it's the tens column.
Of course. Please roll me these dice.
Oh,
So I just looked at it,
76.
and it's like, natural 1, baby.
Nice D9, bro.
Thanks, man. Don't know how
Thanks,
it works, but I'll take it, bro.
Oh, I've
No.
Wow.
I had a friend from university that had a whole bunch of odd numbered dice. They're all
Slow,
like
good or bad?
basically like pencils.
The D9 kind of just like rolls around on the outside of the spines and just settles eventually on a number.
Some low values here, fellas.
It really is.
I was to say, is it look good or bad?
Or it might just be completely random.
Let's see.
I hope, because otherwise I rolled a 1.
I assume the value is irrelevant. It just depicts what we can find, I suppose.
Who knows? Maybe it's actually terrible. We just damned our souls worse than a Fate deck. We should have pulled that fucking deck, man.
Well, we
No,
can
we
still
didn't.
trade. It's fine. We can all trade our souls after
dead.
for a deck. for a
No,
card.
not anymore. These dices have stolen our souls.
stolen.
It's like a cursed dice set. If you're
I'll
all
steal
natural
something
one,
that
you
isn't there. I lost my soul a long time ago. Wait.
Yeah, you know, Vincent.
Alright, Jenny, let's go.
Vincent, it's really weird. Like there's this
Okay.
jar on the top of a shelf there in the background. It's a little weird looking figure inside. Kind of resembles you a lot, honestly.
wait. No. I don't want to be dead, Mr. Stark.
Gross. Jenny runs her fingertips across each of the die, counting their pips carefully. And then her hand comes to a halt, frozen in space. There's a hissing sound that resounds from behind you, and a streak of black bounds out of the door and out of the hut.
Something you should be concerned about. Lawrence says to the space. Kind of a question, kind of rhetorical. To you.
If it is something that she's concerned about, she does not show, because slowly her fingers begin to curl up, balling into a fist. And with a flick of the wrist, she makes the motion of throwing a dice. But instead, a thick vapor streaks out of her fingertips and cascades across the table like dry ice. Let's see what this result is. Okay. That mist continues to swirl across her table. Until it takes on the shape of rocky waves. on an ocean. And lurching out of it, as if cresting a wave in a storm, is a tiny spectral ship that bobs over the water. What lies ahead of us? It's difficult. Jenny says her eyes are open, but they are now unseeing. Staring out into space. Focus, she says. And I need everyone to make me one charisma save.
All right.
And fucking do.
Hey, you guys, you want to know the funny thing about me being a bard?
I don't know.
Why is it not rolling? I am.
What's the funny thing?
Well, I'm first of all, I'm unable to click my charisma save. Second of all, I'm not proficient at saying charisma saves.
Ah,
you
yeah, that's
can
fair
have
enough.
11.
7. Huge rolls today.
Don't worry, guys.
Absolutely
We are doing
massive rolls.
fantastic.
I'll
Vincent,
bring
let's
up the
high five.
average.
Yeah.
Holy shit, what?
The
Where's
average.
this D4 coming from?
Oh, do you have blessed
Orange,
on you,
please.
maybe?
Oh, it's blessed. Sorry.
He's just there
Yeah,
like
it counts as magic, Tokas.
DC 30 pathetic.
Ah, Jesus Christ, what a roll.
He's just
30.
being Tiamat himself.
26.
Yeah, I have nothing
Not ads.
that can help with this, I don't think.
Lawrence, you let the stove back on at home.
Oh no, I will it
Reaction,
closed.
question mark.
Oh.
No, I don't think it's for that.
I think we've done pretty well, guys.
Tokas rolls a 19.
Gonna bring up that average.
Read 'em up, we boys. Leave 'em.
Where are you, Jenny?
Jenny of Silverstone.
Yeah.
Average went from 8 to
Nice, huge, massive.
Now Amber comes with a, yeah, you were actually supposed to fail this check. How does the effect?
I'm back.
That swirling vapor on the table
shit.
cascades over the edges and begins to pool on the ground, coiling around all of you. The dice, the coins, the gems that lie on Jenny's table all fade into the background. And for a moment, it seems like nothing else is happening, but every hair on your body begins to stand on end. As you feel a presence nearby. It is crushing. For some of you, it proves too much is bearing the load of this ritual sends you spiraling. These are your final results, yes?
I mean,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the thing I thought I had is not for charisma save.
What is
So,
your thing?
no,
Your class
no.
feature?
Yeah, maneuver, but I'm pretty sure it's not for that.
The fact that the diviner had to make the save is very concerning.
Yeah, it is a bit bop, bit charisma. It is nope. Yeah, it's not for charisma saves. There you go.
Yeah. Mark, do you have a fate point?
I do.
Do you want to use it? I can try to help you out.
Well, if you say it like that,
With not a super good score, but it's more than average. That's as much as I can say.
Sure. Why not? That's sure.
Output fate.
I'll use
Hey.
fate. Here you go.
Or Mark Emilius.
Why? Damn, I don't suffer from peer pressure at all. It was just one person that managed to pressure me into doing it.
You know, the Mark
Damn.
here attempting
So
to
polite.
use fate, and then up in the right hand corner just says, "You cannot use fate while enemies are nearby."
You cannot use fate while you are not present on the material plane.
Okay, I'm trying to output fate, but I had to reconnect because it was.
Very well. What is the result now, Gabe?
A 12 plus 3, so 15.
I mean, that's
15. Oh, that's actually pretty good.
In that case,
The average has ascended.
Jenny's eyes have gone glassy. But her tone remains the same. 6 treasures shall he possess, and 4 you shall know. So which 4 are those guys?
Not the ones that we already know of, please, thanks.
She's asking us to pick?
I'm asking you to pick.
Ah, shit.
Out of the 6 treasures?
Oh,
But we all know the 6 treasures. That's the point. It's fucking
Hey, Amber,
hell, man.
I'll think of number 4
Can we just pick a
Okay.
number?
out of 6.
Yeah, can we...
Sure.
I think I'm happy to know about any of them, frankly, so I guess...
No, that's not true, because if you pick the one that I have in my hands,
Yeah,
it turns
literally.
out to be the one I have in my hands.
Okay, well,
Um,
anyone except the one Tokas has, then.
Is that a good answer?
I think so, because, like, right, if we know about his sword, then we know the weapon we're gonna have to deal with when this fucker tries to murk us with
I
it.
mean, yeah, but also if we look at his sword, we might also have someone looking back.
Okay, I'm gonna pick Ulmir's orb. And
Wait,
see.
you want the orb? I thought you... Wait, no, you don't have the orb.
There's 6 treasures. I have 1. There's 5 left. 4 of them are, to my belief, the 4 relics of the Burok Empire. I'm gonna pick Ulmir's orb, and if I get a result that confirms my theory, if I don't get that result, that means the 4 relics, additional to the other 2, are not former relics of the Burok Empire, and we've been doing it all wrong. So I get information nonetheless.
Fair enough.
You know,
Damn,
Amber,
are
I'm
we
gonna do
chasing the
something
wrong
risky.
artifacts, guys?
Literally.
Amber, I'm going to do something risky,
Yeah.
and I'm going to specify that I don't want to look at Tokus's book. I don't want to look at the sword. I don't want to look at the orb, but I want to look at the out of the rest of the three, a random one. I'll roll a d3. Which one? Number 2.
This is like a lot of like stipulations for like a moment response, but we'll do it our best.
Yeah, this is a lot of stipulations.
Lawrence simply wills for all of it.
Go fucking people. You get none.
I
Too
rolled.
green.
I rolled a 26. My will is unbreakable.
Too late.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I rolled a 6. I don't think Victoria is doing much of anything currently, except being crushed by some nearby presence.
Okay, like, to me, it is not clear what you guys want. Some of you are like, yeah, I'm gonna roll. Like, they're 6, and they are 6, they have numbers. All of them have numbers, okay? Like, if you tell me I want 2, then I'm going to tell you what 2 is.
Okay, so we pick a number from 1 to 6. That's what you want us to do.
So we have to pick a number of 1 to 6, and we can't.
Unless you specifically tell me, I know for a fact that this is one of the treasures I would like to know about.
Okay, so is my answer still valid, or do I have to change it?
Your question is, I want the Orb of Ulmir.
Yeah, I want to see what I believe is the now corrupted Orb of Ulmer, the eye that sits atop of the crown of domination.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Well, if I can't specify the way I have, I will just pick number 2.
I want you to know that we know of 4 relics right now. The crown of domination, which is confirmed to be one of them. The eye that sits atop of it. The armor that the Doombreaker.
He wears a sword.
Huh? Oh,
2
2
is a
is the
sword that
sword.
you know.
Okay. 2 is the sword. Okay.
Well, I'll pick 2. I've picked 2. I'm gonna stick with it. If I look at the sword and the guy looks back, I'm screwed. But I'm picking 2.
At least we know where he is.
Final answer. Picking 2.
Yeah, I want to know crown, sword, and the other 2 we don't already know about.
Oh, you can only pick one though.
I think you can only pick 1.
Oh,
And we can only
okay.
pick 4 in total. So you 4 have already picked, so I shall sit.
Oh,
Because we can only pick 4 in total, and that's 4, so...
1 for each successful charisma save.
Yeah, I was about to
I
say.
want to know what the 2 mysteries are.
I mean, you could try to go for a mystery.
Yeah, instead of
probably go
going
with
for the
mystery
crown,
number.
Hey,
I'm
give me a
already
mystery.
going for the eye, and the eye we don't know what it is. We know there's an armor, so that might not be very mysterious. And we know there's a book. We know 5 of them right now. The last one we don't know what that is, so you might go for that one.
Okay. Give me the random one, Amber. The unknown.
Any unknown.
The unknown.
The unknown.
There's a
Specifically,
book, sword, eye, crown, armor, and then there's a 6th, which we don't know.
You
That's
should pick the
one
4th one, Faris. Dave's picked 1, Lawrence has picked 1. I mean, White's picked 1, and Mark's picked 1. You should pick the other one.
Are you interested in any? Vincent? Brandon?
I mean, I would pick the... I don't mind, but I think overall of who has the most knowledge and who can get the most out of this is you 4, since I still aren't completely aware of everything that's going on. So I think it's more valuable if Faris makes the pick over if I make the pick.
Right?
Okay, so right now we have, like, because I'm hearing people change their mind and stuff. Tokas, what is Tokas looking for?
We have the eye on the crown. We have number 2, which is Uzel the Kingslayer. We have the 6th unknown treasure that we don't know what it is yet. And then a 4th pick. The 4th pick can be the Crown of Domination, the Armor of Aurelia, and I think that's it.
I mean, we might.
Or
as
my
well-
book, but my book is it's already there.
We might as well look into the armor because if we're looking into the orb, which the speculation is that it is the eye. You know.
The eye is already being looked into, so.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm trying to say. Because if the eye is attached to the
It's
crown,
not yet.
Why it's not yet? Okay.
Because the vision I had was of the future, when the Doombreaker already has all the treasures.
Very well.
But supposedly the
Yeah,
two
it's-
items go together.
Yeah. Well, it's either armor or crown.
Bloody two. One is armor, two is crown.
Since we're already going to learn about the orb, which probably is in the crown.
That's
No,
the
the orb
armor?
is not in the crown.
It's literally a conversation that just happened.
Yeah.
It's going to be, is more what
Yeah,
No,
which
they're-
is kind of like
they're
what you're.
completely separate.
I think we can learn about the armor either way.
Armor is also fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. There
Hey,
you go.
everyone, put in chat what you want to look in.
Well,
Paris
I-
already has done it.
Well,
Yeah.
I heard the 2 is the
Oh,
sword,
right.
so 2 is the sword.
Okay.
2 sword.
It is in the Discord.
Mm.
All right.
Amber,
What?
this is. If I increase my 26 even higher, can we get another one?
No.
Okay. Damn.
No, you.
What
No,
if it's
you
a
cannot.
natural 30?
Stop.
Okay.
What if
No.
it's I mean, I could potentially increase it by 8.
Yeah, you could potentially do that, but you know, it doesn't change
A
anything.
success is a success.
All right. Just asking, like
I know you were just asking.
trying to take an inch.
Mm-hmm. No, you're trying to take a mile. The small boat, the symbol of your rocky journey ahead, capsizes and sinks below the waves.
That's something I don't want to hear.
As it does so, that wave sloshes upwards, and instead forms the slope of a humongous mountain. And he speaks clearly. In the shadowed annals of history, this entity is known by many names. Forged in the seething hellscape of burning aether, the first treasure is a creature like no other. You see now, moving along the slope of that misty gray mountain, an animal trudges down, spiked hooves, unbothered by the steep terrain. In its wake, this harbinger of the end imprints ashen hoofprints on the fabric of existence, rendering the earth desolate for scores of years, a testament to its cataclysmic nature. It will forever be entwined with the tapestry of both creation and destruction. Flame Maker. The steed of the apocalypse. It no longer walks the Aether, but instead desecrates this world. Flamed, Jenny says, as the mountain begins to sink away into the table.
Yeah, sure, it wasn't fast enough.
A horsey.
Go on, say its name.
Hey,
What's
say
wrong
my
with Gorshi's Puck?
I
Gucci's
The
back.
flame
Oh, he's so
Well,
cute.
if I was to
Little
read this in
Gucci.
English, it'd say Gurshi's fuck, to be honest.
Gucci's back. It's a boy.
It's
Also,
a
I've seen
boy.
this horse, haven't I, Amber?
Yeah, you've seen him.
I've seen this horse.
Hey guys,
Steed
seen
of the
her.
apocalypse.
Her name is Lady
Horsey Ishpa.
Elizabeth
Jesus
Bathory,
Christ, are
thank
you
you.
trying to summon this guy?
Elizabeth Bathory. That's it.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's if Kite was the ever chosen.
And this is Bartholomew. Oh wait,
Where's
that's
the
not
horse?
the horse.
Is there an image of the horse?
Of course there is an image of it.
Where is it?
A horse that's on fire.
Yeah, literally a horse that's on fire.
Yeah.
This horse is on fire.
Do not worry about the
I'm worried.
way this horse looks at all.
I'm worried right now.
I would never be.
I mean,
I'm already worried.
doesn't, it's not that bad.
It has more gains than all of you combined.
No,
That's
don't worry
concerning.
about it.
Oh,
I'm
man,
concerned
I
about Duke Guy
Wow.
riding it personally, but
That's a
This
Thick,
fucking horse is
horsey.
ripped.
It's
He only has
barbed.
muscles. He has no internal
I mean,
organs. He's
it
just
ne-
made of muscles.
It needs to be to fucking carry that unit.
Doom Guy.
Units. I mean, yeah, you need a lot of strength if you want to carry it with variant encumbrance.
Can't believe Oreo never carries anyone.
It's true.
I could carry people, but yeah.
Never does that. Absolute,
No, because it's kind of demeaning.
absolute demeanor, man.
That is true. Let's see.
That's a good thing we have an animal tamer in our ranks.
Oh yeah,
No,
of course.
you say that-
Tame
Luffy,
this-
go get him.
I think I've already told everyone that I've seen this guy riding this thing.
Yeah.
Where? What? When?
Yeah, I have told you.
When?
You have.
He did say that.
I don't
Once.
care that he did. When did you see this?
A long time ago.
Was it in Scars?
I don't remember. I can actually look it up, but well, I'll let Amber.
I remember
That
you
was
had
so
it
not in Scars.
No,
Okay,
it
Amber,
was- it
since
was
you
earlier.
know and you could spare us like 30 minutes of note searching, do you
No, I don't
mind us
have to
aligning
look very
this?
long.
Nope.
You don't mind? That'd be lovely. Can you tell us then?
It was when I think Mark was still in Ostoya or something.
Yeah, I was for sure I was thinking that's on this show, yeah.
So long ago.
So it was at Scars.
Who knows?
You.
Who?
Sorry, what was the question? I was writing notes.
It was from Mark.
Mark was asking if he had seen this guy and when. But he knows that he's seen this horse.
Mm-hmm.
And the person riding it.
It was
Once
me.
upon a time.
Man saw all the fucking sixth treasure for like years and never mentioned it.
Damn. Thanks,
To be
Mark.
fair, when someone mentions a relic, you don't think a living thing, to be fair, so I don't blame
Yeah,
him.
I'm joking. I would not think that it's
I'm
the treasure.
objectifying. If I was that horse, I'd end the world. I'm
I'm
not a fucking relic, I'm a creature.
He's a treasure. What do you mean?
Look at this fucking
No,
guy.
no. The word was a relic. The wording was a relic. It is objectifying.
Hmm.
Actually, I never
guys,
called them relics. I called them treasures.
so for you guys' perspective, this was in the 9th of May, 2021. And that this
Oh yeah, I was here then. I was here.
Out.
What happened on the 9th of May 2021, Mark?
Well, I had a lovely little dream. Where I talked with a lovely little entity, which is my best friend.
Oh,
Totally.
really? Why didn't you introduce us?
I have introduced you many times.
Actually, I think you made an explicit decision not to introduce me.
Oh, I think he did.
Where my friend said that our champion will see it done, see the enemies destroyed.
Oh yeah, you told us that they were working together.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have to
Yeah, remember that, guys? Remember
What
that?
if you've just been feeding this guy information all the time? Bro!
Thanks, Mark.
I've made this clear since the very beginning!
No!
That he's been there. I've not been telling him shit, but he's been
Oh,
right
wow.
behind me.
Yeah. This is-
Oh gee, oh golly! I wonder how
There's a
many
reason I
knows
want it
who
gone.
the Kingslayer is the fucking shadow patron in the back
Well,
of Zarus' ass crack. Hey, my guy, I found the sword.
to let me describe it. When he completes his tasks, he will be our chosen, they whisper, leaning their head over your shoulder as a small black dot on the horizon rapidly grows closer and closer, taking on the shape of a large armored individual upon the back of a heavy-set
Of course,
black horse.
fucking
Where the
chosen.
horse runs and breathes flames burst out. And it literally ran through me. It hisses and was growling like a steam engine as it moved towards me without hesitation. Moments before I felt the impact, there was nothing. As if it moved straight through me, as if I was nothing more than a projection.
Say, we've been feeding this guy all the information that he needs.
You need to kill Mark.
Yeah, I mean,
Trying to kill his friend.
Honestly, just let Doom Guy do his thing, bro.
well,
Okay.
at the very least, they're not getting any of this information because they went outside the door.
Ooh.
Oh, that's the shadow.
Yes.
The snake. It got banished by Jenny.
Yes.
Wait, did he? Damn!
Yeah, that black thing that slithered
Yeah.
out. I was like, that's kind of weird.
I didn't even hear it. Dang, that's nice.
That was when she started the whole thing.
Oh, that's because I was out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's at least not getting this information right now. So you know
That is
that's something.
Now
Well-
make sure they can't access every recess of your brain, and then we're set.
Better idea.
Well-
Let's never talk about it again.
Or don't worry, Zar's gonna actually say this at the end of this, don't worry.
Oh my fucking god.
Everything.
To him, like you're just gonna spoil
No,
everything. Just gonna say, hey, my guy.
To the party. I wanna fight my patron.
Hey yo, epic moment.
Let's do it. Let's
Jenny
fucking
told
kick
me
some
to
ass.
risk it. Like literally, Jenny told me to risk it.
Let's fucking kill him immediately.
I have faith in her fate.
Faith in her faith.
Faith in her fate.
What if she's like, she did this on purpose? We die on her doorstep, she steals all our magic cannons, and she goes, haha, you stupid fuck.
That's what I would do if I was personally.
Yeah, honestly, like,
If I had no
bunch of
moral,
high-level adventurers coming in with all their magic items on my doorstep, being
hey,
like,
moderate level.
wait, high level? Like, how many other commoners can cast the level spells? Well, you know.
Moral
You're
is
Moderate at
subjective.
best.
You're a commoner, yeah.
Ember
Dramatic.
being 3 days before. Oh, so few people get the 3rd level spells. Incredible. 3 days later, oh, you're moderate at best.
No, I mean I wasn't saying like, oh, there's an average and you guys are it, but you know.
Damn. Okay.
I am saying that in
But
the
we
grand
are.
scheme of things, you're pretty moderate.
It's like hurts, like deep.
We're nothing.
Literally, it's like
I did say
what do we even
nothing.
exist? This is like the
Facts.
Indiana
We are just a
Jones
grain
books.
of sand in a desert.
You're more like a
Literally.
clump of sand in the desert.
Woo!
Damn, that makes me feel
I can't wait
better.
for 12th level when we're just,
Yeah,
a
rock
mound
A
of sand.
hill. Yeah, one of many mounds in the desert.
This is like Indiana Jones books, where without Indiana Jones, the story would develop itself anyways.
Yeah.
Damn, that's pretty sad.
It is.
The concept of, in this world, there's so many fucking powerful people that honestly, it doesn't matter how powerful you are, it just doesn't matter, bro.
Nope.
For real,
I'm
for
ready
real.
for this guy to stare at my soul, Amber.
Level scaling in an MMORPG.
Literally.
No matter what enemy you fight, they will always be at the same level as you.
Who
They will always
fucking
kill you in
chose
3 hits.
adaptive
Amber,
leveling
I'm
when
20th
starting this
level,
run?
and it says here that makes me supposed to be almost like a god, but I just kind of feel like a goblin in your world still. What's going on?
Goblin?
Boblin the Goblin, who's
No
level
issue.
21 wizard, comes in and fireballs you.
Like, why can I cast Meteor Swarm and people still think I'm a commoner? What's happening?
It's because you're an elf.
That's not true.
Quite racist, man.
Internalized racism.
Correct.
Yeah, you've internalized it so much that like you've made it a reality.
Not for long.
Snap back to reality.
Nope.
Here goes gravity.
So anyway, next Wellick.
Yeah, time to look at this guy in the face as I look at his sword.
We can kill him.
Okay.
Let him come
Yeah, of
after
course
us.
we can.
Let him come
Oh,
after us.
Mark, you didn't. Actually, no, you did. You might have passed your save, so I guess technically. Oh yeah, no, you did.
I did, because I re-rolled with Gabe's help, but I
Yes,
think I
that's
passed
true.
myself. Yeah.
Alternatively, it was Jenny. Actually, it probably was Jenny as well. Anyway,
At the apex of the world, where the earth kissed the firmament, the destiny of the ever-chosen manifests itself in the form of a formidable blade. Its gleaming confines are host to an indomitable aether kindred whose torment and fury has raged in silence for eons. This sentient weapon is far larger and cuts deeper than any other, and destroys any weapon that comes to clash with it. For its touch is flame, and its heart is wicked. It rested in the embrace of the false mountain for many years. But it is gone now. Picture! Oh. Picture time!
Oh my god, why is
are
everything on
those happy
fire, bro? The world's just
people?
gonna blow up into a ball of flames.
Are those happy people? Wow, look how happy they are.
Yeah, they look very happy.
Why are all of these manifesting physical form relics taking the form of like world-ending fucking demonic things, bro?
Well, it's
Just
almost.
how it is.
It's almost like these once upon a time were actually quote unquote good things. And then they got corrupted.
It's almost like magic and demons are literally a manifestation of our negative emotions.
It's almost like it's not
And
true.
because everyone here is negative and nothing happy happens in this place, then there's so much negative emotion.
No, don't worry. Across the untold billions of lives in the entirety of the 40k universe, everyone is miserable.
Yep.
Oh, I love
So
this place.
all of their misery contributes. Actually, it's so I would say in many aspects, people on this planet are probably happier than
Yeah.
many planets out
I
there.
would say that if I become miserable, my magic becomes miserable as well.
Yeah, miserable magic
seen it
manifested.
yet.
Well, yeah.
Hmm.
Vincent must be a
Try
fucking
harder than-
blinding star in comparison to all of these fucking
Yes, you're literally a
Doomsay.
shining beacon that says, absolutely annihilate me in the warp.
What the fuck?
I'm a big middle finger to the current status of the cosmology.
Yeah, just don't
Division.
die.
I'm
Slanesh
sorry,
will
but
know.
the hand of the market is about to get that finger and break it.
Slanesh is literally waiting for you on the other side, like, come here,
It's
Why are you happy, bro? Die.
come here.
Oh, okay.
Why are you happy, bro? Why are you hitting yourself?
I just say to the sword, I see you. The
How
sword's
dare
like,
you feel
I'll
happy?
see you back.
the sword looks back. I can't wait to eat you.
You just hear that in the fucking millions of voices of dead people.
All the people that it killed.
I see dead people.
I see mommies. Wait, what?
If the sword sees you too, Zarius, all of you anyway, that is,
Hey
Do
yo.
we see where
it
the
does
sword
not
is?
acknowledge you.
Damn.
Yeah,
We're ants. This is like a giant walking through a forest, and we are ants. He doesn't even have comprehension of our existence. We're that futile to him.
I've been trying to kill giants
Have you
since
ever
level
walked
1
through
with
a
our...
forest and ever paid attention to the one tiny? No, you haven't. Do you know why?
Yes.
Because it's there's no point in paying attention to that ant.
I have.
It is so beneath
Nice
you.
horse and nice sword might be.
Nice
Nice
ants.
flaming
I love
sword.
ants.
Ants, ants.
This absolute fucking horse riding Chad has a lot of art. I'm starting to feel like
Oh, like he's almost like a protagonist. Like
almost
a
like he's some
villain
sort
story.
of really
Reference?
big figure in some sort of adventure or something.
Yeah, some sort of like setting related
yeah,
to
Yeah. My favorite adventure, the end times.
I love D&D. My favorite adventure is the world's going to end and
Ends.
there's nothing you can do about it.
Ah, you like that one too?
Yes, it's my favorite.
Armor!
Especially when it's
Yeah.
paired up with the other adventure. Here are 4 world-ending events. Try and stop one.
Or
No.
else?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Everybody hit the floor.
Everybody on your knees.
I'm gonna assume that the armor is the one that this fucking absolute unit's wearing as well. I'm just gonna throw that. I'm just gonna throw that crazy theory out there.
So I've this just makes me more and more afraid as I've seen this entire getup. Right, he didn't have the sword back then. I think. If I remember
Or did he?
correctly.
Well, it does now.
Just the armor and the.
Doesn't matter what he did have. It's what he has now or is going to have.
When the world was yet unshaped by the hands of man, there was a fabled warrior who forged an armor in the heart of ancient fires and tempered it in the crucible of cosmic battles.
Okay.
Clad in its embrace, one becomes near impervious to the onslaught of assault. Blades shatter upon its surface, sorceries wane before it, and the bellowing thunder of titans would yield to its enduring strength. Though it has not been seen in eons, the legend of this armor ripples through the pages of time, of a tomb shrouded in perpetual darkness, obscured beyond the reaches where the known world treads its final steps. It is where the sun sets, where twilight embraces the horizon and the stars glow with ghostly luminescence, where maps fade into oblivion and compasses lose their bearing.
Oh,
I know what
I
it is.
know where this is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
Vincent, we're going home.
Again, this figure just keeps reappearing, you know?
No, this is a
Why
different figure.
mysterious?
No, it just looks almost the same.
Yeah, I know they all kind of look the same. It's kind of their theme, but like, it's not the same guy, I trust.
Can't wait to meet Doom Guy.
Trust, girly, trust.
I can't wait to meet a guy that has a sword that can split
Slay,
a world.
girly, slay!
Slay, girl.
I just
Guys,
watched
I'm gonna be
Arkhona.
real with you, man. That armor makes so appears like, what are we gonna do with a couple of sticks and iron, bro? Like,
Well, the thing is, we don't let them get the armor, and then we're okay.
yeah.
Unless they don't get
Christ,
the armor.
nobody is like noticed.
Notice what?
How fucked we are? No, I have. Personally, I have.
This is like Space Marine armor.
I mean, it fucking looks like it.
No, I mean, I meant our
Symbol of core?
no, no. I just
Speak! Stop laughing to yourself.
on our Twitch. If you go to our TaleChasers Twitch page,
Yo.
on our About Us page, you should study that sometime.
There's a suspicious individual there.
Wait a minute. I see something. Oh my god, it's so fucking small. I can't read it.
I don't see it. I don't have an about us page because my Twitch isn't.
Remember, there's really small text that I can't read
Where? What?
What?
on the About Us image.
No, I don't mean that.
No.
Meaning our tarot card?
No, it's very small.
I actually don't even know where you guys are looking.
Yeah.
I do not see it.
Yeah, don't worry about our tarot card, guys.
So that's what it is. Why don't you say yes? No, you're gonna.
Wait a minute. Is the character wearing all the artifacts?
Yeah. I mean, we already know this guy is the chosen one. He had the fucking flaming sword from the beginning.
Flaming sword's there, the crown's there. I mean, the armor's not there, but he's wearing some sort of robes instead. But
There's a shoulder pad.
Correct.
just a singular shoulder pad. Maybe
It's like
that's
really
all that's left
obscure.
of it, bro.
Okay, Vincent, you try to put a full power armor, 6 arms.
Yeah, you try to wear the suit of a space marine.
Okay, so in a world where all of this happens, the armor is going to be the issue, is it? Wearing
Okay,
the
and
armor is
listen
gonna
to
be
me. Look at the size of his boot and look at the size of the skulls that he's walking on, okay? Just want you to imagine that for just a moment.
You ain't gonna be
Very
a Doom
buoyant.
guy and be a fucking, no offense, Tokas, 2'5" gnome, are you? You're probably gonna be like an
You wanna blast
absolute.
him, man? You wanna die?
Don't
You
wait,
Why?
unit.
What if this version of
Wait.
expectation is actually just some wimpy kid like who's
Hey,
who's
hey,
picked
hey!
up-
People with big ass cool armor don't have to be tall, okay? I know a guy that is not
Tell them.
tall, but does have
Tell
big,
them.
powerful armor. You don't need to be
Most
tall to
founder.
wear cool armor.
Well, you can't be impervious to everything if you're not wearing the full armor, so get a grip.
yeah, but
just
you
put
don't
it
have
on,
to be
Rick.
tall to be wearing the full armor. Trust me, I know a guy. He also lives here on this planet, I think. Right now.
Is it Igor?
Yeah,
Let's be
he's
real.
a fucking midget.
Whoever this Doom guy chosen one is not a dwarf or a gnome, is he? He's probably some built-ass unit. And it is what it is.
Who knows? Finally.
A nice collage we've got going on there, Faris. Doesn't look at all menacing.
6.
What are you guys up against? Show him that collage and just...
No
Oh,
image
That's all.
appears.
Wait, what do you mean with that?
Jenny's brow furrows. 6 treasures shall he possess, for the 5th is not without the 6th. The 6th is divination, woven deep beneath the waves of the seas of starlight. It confers prophetic powers, glimpses of futures interwoven into the cosmic loom. Yet, it cannot ascend without the 5th, and it is not until 2 are 1 and 6 become 5 that a symphony of foresights can unfold and allow one to chart a course amidst the turbulent torrents of fate itself.
Oh boy, I think I'm understanding something here.
But the eye is hidden from the loom of fate. Its strings have been cut long ago. I know not if it is destroyed.
Okay, so eye beneath the sea of starlight. Doesn't work without the crown. Damn, we need to know what the crown is.
Can't wait to face someone that can just see into the future and control fate at his own disposal.
What do you mean? Just battle Tokas.
Yeah, it's Togas on steroids is what it is.
Not yet. How do you know I don't take steroids?
How can steroids make you better at seeing the future?
I didn't know.
Brain steroids.
Ayo.
It's okay. If we get the eye, that means that he can't use the crown because we have the eye.
Yeah,
It's
but
fine.
we don't know
So
what
So we just need to get the crown and the armor and the horse.
We need to get
Well,
technically
no,
all
the
of
horse.
them. The more we get, the merrier. But
Oh, really?
He already has the horse. That was basically the
okay.
first
he
thing.
has the horse
the
and
first
he has
thing
the
he got.
sword.
Yeah, and he has the sword, indeed.
Oh,
So
Now,
Oh, that's fine then.
the armor is 90% in the Ravencourt Sanctuary. Getting there,
Oh.
super difficult.
No,
I
I'll
have no
take this
idea
then.
how to get there.
I do.
How?
What do you mean?
How do you,
Basically home, I'll just go there.
how?
Just walk, forehead.
On the water?
But they
I
have
know
sea
someone.
serpents.
I know someone who has a boat, don't you worry.
I know
You
a
do?
guy.
I do.
Goes into town, makes a DC 10 check. I know a guy who has a boat.
I used to travel the
Vincent's just there
seas.
like, it's him. Oh, let's ask him. Yeah, I don't know him, but I know. Like, I haven't talked to him, but I know he has a boat.
Hey, remember me?
It's
Oh,
okay.
yeah, I do.
It's okay. He knows a guy, and that guy's name is Phineas.
Hmm.
Yep.
Shoot him right now.
That
He'll
guy's
stab you in the
name's
back.
Igor Glasgow.
He sold me a boat.
Hello, old friends. I haven't seen you in a long while.
We got a boat.
Do you
I go
have my
home.
money?
Easy.
The weight begins to lift off of all of you. And the spell breaks.
And despair sinks in.
Pretty much.
I'll leave that up to you.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's already despairing. You don't need to
Vincent's
leave it up to him.
mentally just checked out at this point. He's like, okay, yes, sir. No problem.
Well, that was quite the ride. I suppose we learned a lot more than we needed. Togus pulls out he grabs the book, starts scribbling down on it. Everyone else, it seems like there's no ink in his quill because there's no ink left on the page. But he starts scribbling down stuff.
That was, yeah, something else. But, I suppose that was some good information.
Well, I mean, if anything, we at least know that we need to go and get that armor as soon as possible.
The armor or the orb? The armor is probably somewhere I recognize.
Oh my
It's going to
God.
be very difficult to get there.
How does one even get into the Ravencourt Sanctuary?
I don't think it matters how difficult it is to get in.
Well, I think it does. It matters. There's
Well, do we
difficulty
need to-
and difficulty.
We need to do it regardless. If he gets his hands on that armor, then that's it. We're done. Game over. We're finished.
That's not correct. No.
The vision just told us that the thing makes you basically immortal. Spells bounce off it, weapons shatter against it.
Vincent, I wore that armor, and I tell you that I was not immortal.
To,
Blinks. Literally blink. Excuse me? Come again?
To put that into context, maybe first, explain that you wore it in a vision from a
Right. So,
divination
anyways, I saw the
device.
moment where the world would end. Yada yada yada. Things go bad. The guy takes all the relics, all the treasures, everything's cool. I saw where the crown is, I think. Maybe. I have a hint, at least. Anyways, I fought this guy. Little demon man, feed creature, red devil, just like you imagine it, but just really big, very brute, flaming whip, weird sword. I fought the guy. But I was in the guises of the man we're chasing. And he had the Kingslayer, he had the armor, and he was ready to take the crown. Well, he did take the crown, because I sort of killed the demon and somehow got the favor of Tejas, I believe that's what he said. And the crown was sitting atop the head of a withered king. He looks down into his book. He starts rubbing his chin. Anyway, yes, the armor is potent, of course, just like the other relics, but it won't make you immortal in the literal sense. Else they wouldn't make 6 relics, you would just need 1.
That horse still gives me shivers in my spine.
Gives a shiver down everyone's spine.
Because you know now it's not really a horse.
Amber, my cow's a cow. This is a horse. I don't know what to tell you.
Of course. My name is Zaris. I have 16 int, but also for the purpose of understanding this
is a
animal,
cow.
I don't have 16 int.
I'm
This
Zarius.
is a cow.
I know what a horse is. I know what a cow is. But also, I was stupid. I have said a cow before, and I'm gonna stick to it because otherwise, I seem even more stupid.
Yeah, otherwise I look really stupid in front
You
of these
kind of look
people.
even stupider calling it a cow, but
No, I'm not. It's just a
No,
cow now.
Just a guy
There's
committed to a
cow.
skit, you know. There's a clink as Jenny sets the crown that she was wearing on her head down on the table beside her.
Is that the crown by any chance? Can I have it?
can I have it? Yes, another misfortune, please.
She holds out her hand, so
Where is the misfortune?
I ate it.
Oh,
I eat it!
oh,
Yummy.
the Vittorio is on me. Ooh.
This is a classic Vittorio prank. I eat magic items.
Oh,
have
is
I'm
he
weird
actually
Baldur's
Gil
Gate?
from Baldur's
Oh.
Gate.
Amber, get out of my fucking
Baldur's
head!
He was like, I have little weird
One
demonic
week.
coin in belly. I must eat a little bad magic item because minus times minus is plus.
Mm.
And so
Um,
we live those.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if you're still holding.
I mean, I think the box was on the table at this point.
All right, yeah, we
So you
give
can
it to
just-
her.
And he takes it and like kind of like holds it in her lap.
Be careful with that, Jenny.
Throws it on the ground. No.
Just before we decide anything else, there's one thing I'd like to ask that I might need assistance with. If you're so free to, if my party is so free to talk about it, and you might be willing to perhaps assist me, madam, after you give me your wonderful tea and this great information. You might have noticed a little bit of a shadow disappearing as we did what we just did. I'd like to disconnect from it for good. And I feel like if anyone knows how to actually do it, it would be here. And I think my first step would be destroying this. And I put my shield on the table, or severing my connection to it. A relic of shadow of sorts. But I don't know how to do that.
Breaking a pact is no easy matter. Jenny says she leans her elbow on the chair, like the armchair, and she leans her chin onto it. Her locks no longer teamed back by the crown. That's so heavy upon her head. Kind of cascade down the side of her face. It might cost you everything. And even then... She sort of trails off. Those of you with observation of 13 or higher,
Hey.
Woo!
you can take note of the fact that Jenny has something off about her.
Like what?
Took the crown off.
She took the crown off, but it seems that the crown rested upon something.
Hold up.
It's like Remy from Ratatouille.
What? No. What?
She was commanded
The-
by the patron.
Sorry, that was a strange thing for me to say.
That was a
Continue.
very strange thing to say. It is almost like there is this circlet, very thin, of wood or horns that comes up from around the back of her head. And sort of like weaves in and out between her hair.
Oh, she's a little Connie.
What?
Yeah.
No.
She's
What?
a little Connie.
What?
Yes. She's little
Ah, good for
horns
sure.
like a Nugani.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
not
what it
quite
is.
like that, no.
That's what it is, yeah.
More like that.
Well, like what?
I like the
Ah.
protrusions of what I have.
Ah,
Connie.
she's a little fate touched.
Hold up.
Sorry,
You're gonna
just to
steal
himself.
Zarius now.
Sorry,
She's
sorry,
a
sorry.
hex blood.
Yeah,
That's it.
exactly. Yeah.
Zari just looks to him, says to himself, whispers very silently, nice horns.
Hmm.
God,
Hmm.
why must you be like this?
Horns are something to be appreciated.
God. Zarius.
Keep it in your pants, my guy.
Marked.
And even then, I'm hanging on to every word. That's where I've ended with my dot right now.
She did not actually say anything after that. She just trailed off and kind of left it out there for you to fill in yourself.
Cyrus looks and is like, I understand to some extent. With that reading before, I think I look at the party. With all the new information gained, I need to risk it as soon as possible.
I suppose we'll see what we can do.
Even dead.
That might be a bit less welcome.
That's a bit
Since you-
less extreme.
Beth is already chasing us.
Also, don't have a spare heart this time.
No. We might gain one. I mean, last time we gained one.
I don't think your patron is like an infinite farm of shadow dragon hearts. Just like putting it out there.
I don't think I can do what I did before.
I suppose if we had another heart, it would be feasible. I mean, the open heart surgery wasn't a corpse. It shouldn't be too complicated.
Well,
But we don't have a heart, so let's not die for the foreseeable future.
okay, well. I think, based on the information we've just gained and knowing that my patron's always listening and working together with the guy we're trying to defeat, I'd say even risking possible death is something we need to consider. Otherwise, we're going to have to be a step behind at every turn we take. Or of
We
course,
already are. I suppose being 2 steps is even worse. That is
Yeah.
true. We have to
Mm.
deal with their patron, lest we want them to send all the information we gather to them.
I look at Jenny and say, "May I ask, do you have the capability of pulling my soul back into my body should I die?"
No. What
Hmm.
makes you believe that I could do such a thing?
Just asking.
What a strange thing to ask.
Well, you predict fate, so I
Oh.
just want to make sure.
Fate
Um,
ends when it ends. It is not up to me to extend yours.
That's true.
Or anyone's.
That is fair.
Ember, I have a question that I
Mhm.
forgot to ask you during the process, but can I make some sort of thaumatology check to figure out what kind of ritual, what kind of spell she used for this soul endeavor as a fellow diviner myself?
Thaumatology.
Thaumatology. Ooh, I didn't see the pictures in the foundry. God damn, look at that sword. Right, thaumatology checko.
Mm-hmm.
Massive. Ooh, that was actually massive. 24. She snickers. That's too low. You fucking doo-doo ass.
That's not true. I would never say that. Unless.
Truly you were one.
Why are you cackling like that?
Sorry, this is just how I laugh.
It's making me very concerned.
You shouldn't be.
I feel like I should. I feel like that's the only thing I should be concerned about.
Nothing to worry about.
I'm a little bit worried.
Unless.
I'm a little bit worried.
Unless.
Ayo, unless.
Because if you had to compare this magical effect to anything, to you it almost seemed like she combined 2 spells into 1.
Oh, poggers. What is that?
A little bit of a little bit of divination, a little bit of legend lore.
Well, that's insane. I see.
If you want to be a diviner, you gotta do it well, you know.
Wish I could cast 2 spells at once. Not allowed.
Sorry.
I
Just
guess
gotta
I need,
become
I
an
need to
NPC.
get touched by
Take
a
levels
When
in
you
fighting
become an
fighters.
NPC, you don't have to worry anymore. Yeah, you can do that as a fighter. Yeah, that's right.
For real, for real? 2 spells in one?
Mm-hmm. It's quite easy. You see? Fireball!
Jenny pulls out her fiery flame tongue longsword. Why, yes, I am a
Jenny
20th
first
level
puts up a
fighter.
firewall, and then she puts down a fireball inside of the firewall to completely fill it.
The fireball, it's not on the firewall.
Whoop, whoop.
Right.
There you have it.
That was some information.
Quite a bit of information, I would dare to say.
Yeah. Oh, man. As far as route goes, it looks like we will probably end up doubling back on our
Depends.
go to the
We have
Ravencourt
to
Sanctuary, maybe.
figure out where the sea under the stars is.
See under the stars.
Yeah, that's what it was called. I mean, all the whole sea is under the stars at night, like just saying.
Hmm.
But I don't think that's what we should be looking for.
Yeah.
Also didn't call it the sea under the stars.
Oh, what did he call it?
Was
Sea of stars? Question mark.
Sea of stars under
oh.
the...
No, are we talking about it is where the sun sets, where the twilight embraces the horizon? What?
No.
No, it's not that.
No, the other one.
Which one is it?
The sixth treasure is divination woven deep beneath the waves of the seas of starlight.
Seas of stars. There you go.
Of
There you go.
starlight.
Starlight. There you go. Very cheeky. Very cheeky.
Am I cheeky or
A little bit.
Or
do
we
I have
just
comprehensive reading skills?
Nah.
Oh.
Cheeky. Cheeky.
Okay.
Okay.
Cheeky it is. Okay.
Okay.
Why did someone draw a star on this?
it
Why
was
not?
me.
Understandable.
So I know where the treasures are.
I know where are all the treasures then.
Well, I know what two are. One's in Ravencourt Sanctuary, and one was on Mount Vengeance.
There's nothing on Mount Vengeance, and did never spoke about the Mount Vengeance.
There was one in Mount Vengeance. No,
I never
not
said
Mount
that
Vengeance. No, I know you're getting
Never
confused.
mind. Whatever, I'll get rid of it. Sorry, I'll stop crying.
What?
Yeah, stop crying right
You
now.
could just
Stop
move
it.
it, you know?
I can't actually. I won't let me select it.
That's why you stopped trying it.
Yeah.
Skill issue, one was here.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's like, yeah, that really
Yeah.
was right next to us.
Hold you. It was right there.
I didn't think it was that actual close.
It was
I thought it was
super
like,
close.
I literally thought it was like over here in Mount Vengeance, and I was like, that's kind of a trip.
I still.
That's kind of a trip. I don't think I want to be doing, like, collecting any artifacts this week, so, like, I don't think I will. You know?
I still thought it was inside of Blackpool, so you
No,
know.
I was around it.
Yes, but that is not what I interpreted from the things that were
Yeah.
said.
Damn, it sounds like divination has multiple ways of interpreting.
Yeah.
Why are you rubbing the knife in? Like, is there a reason? Like,
That's not actually how you say the saying. You're doing that thing where you're conjoining two sayings again.
okay, like you're just
Yeah.
shitting on me for no reason. Like, I don't appreciate you right now.
It's
Get off
really
my
great
back,
because
first
of
of
his,
all.
like,
I remember-
two
Stop
Rubbing a
making
knife
sounds.
into a wound is kind
This is
of
like
like
a
low-key
negative
painful as well,
work.
though.
Environment.
I remember when Amber was like, oh wow, you guys didn't pick up that cavalry hammer in Nova Stoya.
Literally so mean.
and it's
all the
like-
Pulling
time,
old
man.
cows
and
out
and
of
then,
the
and then it was
So
like,
mean.
well,
Where?
Amber, I specifically asked if it looked, you know, usable and not really old and shitty, and you said it looked old and shitty.
She was like, "You're stupid. You're terrible." All that stuff.
And then you know, and then also people flame me for like collecting weapons. So it's, you know,
We
Gotta
it's
do
pretty
it literally
funny, like,
every time,
how
though,
ironic
because it's now
how
a
we do
thing
it.
now.
Yeah, it's like a gag, you know.
Your running gag.
You gotta gag along with it.
okay.
My plan worked.
Jenny is holding her cards again. She's shuffling them.
He's consistently talked about risk. Amber, why did you make me just want to risk dying just to deal with my patron right here, right
Tell
now?
you what, Mark.
Yeah.
I will
Right
tell
now.
you in character.
Ah.
Alright, how can I formulate this? Okay. Zaris, I know you've wanted to get rid of your patron for some time now, and that is a commendable thing to do, and it's something you have tried and failed and tried and failed a few times now. Jenny, over here with her cards, has the power to rewrite fate. Should your luck be favorable, it is the easy choice. It is the simple choice. It is one that requires no more effort and no more willpower, and it is simply close your eyes and pull a card.
Zaris looks up to you.
You can do so if you want, but it invalidates the efforts you've gone to so far. And as much as you have been through hardships, there are more hardships to come. I
Sorry.
will ask you not to draw a card. and to continue to suffer
Sorry.
in your attempts to beat the fate that you yourself have thrown yourself into. Or, I guess, maybe not really, because it's the fate, so does agency matter? I look to Jenny briefly before glancing back. Draw a card if you like. If not, I'll support you.
Zaris will speak up, but looking a little bit confused. As like, well, I definitely do appreciate the sentiment, Lawrence. I didn't mean that I would take the easy way out. I've fought battles that normal men that would wipe out armies with little to no power in my hand, trying to fight with all of you. I have died because I didn't use the power that I took the easy road to get when I was younger. I was not suggesting pulling a card to change my fate. I was suggesting once we step out of here, while my shadow's gone, right now, I look behind me, to face it directly. I'm not saying pull a card and take the easy way out. I'm saying I have to face the pact I made once I step out of there.
Do you think you can do that? Do you think you have the strength, or power, or will, or cunning to be able to beat it on your own? We, of course, are all here, but how much support can we really give when you are
Zarius
fighting
holds
for
out his
yourself?
hand and says, I am not alone. Not now, and hopefully not in a long time from now. I think that's what I did wrong. I did it alone. He is still holding out his hand.
Well, sounds like you're finally listening now. That is true. You're not alone. You have a lot of people, a lot of competent people all around you. If you want to go through this with some proper order and a proper, way to go about it, then you can count on me. And if you want to draw a card from the weird deck of fates, that's a thumbs up for me. Fate is really difficult to grasp. It's a concept that people try to make up to explain a lot of things. Sometimes they say it exists, sometimes they say it doesn't. Maybe fate is just something we invent to explain things we don't really understand. What I like to think of fate is that it does its own thing. Sometimes you fight against it, sometimes you go with it. You just have to be prepared to face what's next. And hey, maybe a card that tells you what's gonna happen isn't that bad.
Well, I was thinking. Right now, my shadow is not here, right?
Please so.
Which
Lucas
means
looks
that
back.
whatever we say in this room right now...
It is dark in this room. Like, if your shadow is here, who knows?
Well, it was
Mine
gone
knows.
for a moment, so I'm going to talk as if it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Anything we say here is not going to be heard, and anything we decide will be unbeknownst to the entity that haunts me.
That I certainly hope.
So, I think I should face it directly again. I've not, ever since we came out of Black, well, I've not heard it. But even then, I've not spoken to it. I've not really interacted with it in months now.
Well, I suppose you still have your plans for a ritual, and you mentioned trying to, destroy the shield, right?
Yeah. destroy darkness.
Symbolic.
That's pretty symbolic. Well, maybe, well, I don't know if, you yourself need to do that, or if, as you said, you can rely on people, then maybe Lawrence with, he does like a sword swinging motion, he probably hits the table with his hand, because he has a fucking blindfold on. It's like, yeah, maybe, Lawrence could try and destroy it, otherwise.
It will be more symbolic if he tries, but yes.
Yeah, that's true.
He
Something
looks
we're
at,
up against, I don't think symbology and easy ways out, so cheap methods are, opposed to what we can do. I'm saying that we use everything we've got.
That is true.
Including
Magic is
symbolic
the art
things.
of visualization, and symbology is a big part of it.
and is Delphine here?
I don't think we brought her along though.
I don't think she is. Okay, yeah.
No one's here.
And Zarius will then just like, and yeah, we're a pack. Zarius smiles a little bit.
Shiver.
After all.
Oh no, fucking walks away.
Woo!
Simply leave.
Yeah. I think there is no me, there is us. We do it. We banish it. And then we go on.
At least we can try. Let's try with that little thing that can like demons.
Yeah. If it was to come out,
That sounds great.
I can try and force it.
Sounds a bit less great.
No, I can try and force the shadow to latch on like I did far in the past.
Hmm.
When?
Jenny quietly studies all of you. As you're sitting on her couch discussing these things.
Oh, so sorry, Jenny. We'll leave right now. Don't worry about it.
No, this is our safe space right now. It's okay.
Well, I do have a gift.
Happy.
She'd be like, so anyways, you owe me like 10 magic items an hour for your talk in my safe space?
Well, preferably for I'd like to do it as soon as possible. Take the risk. Call the shadows forth. Use the. Zarius will then think a bit, stop for a moment, and then say in a very dramatic voice. He will then say, maybe use the blade of the sun.
Doesn't sound like a bad idea.
No scorching to bits. Zarius grins a bit.
Suppose the question is of, as soon as possible, if you mean once we leave this place, which is going to be us in the middle of a dark forest, or if you mean, tomorrow morning.
I believe us in the middle of a town is a better idea.
Well, I'm more thinking about the dark part here.
It is getting quite dusky outside.
The middle of the night.
Yeah.
Quite dusky outside.
Well, I mean, we could also, I suppose, spend the night in the forest, or I guess, or walk back and walk here again in the morning. The point I'm trying to make is it if it's better to do it when there's actual light out or not.
I think. Honestly, I am not sure. I think. With it being dark, us brandishing the light to push it out might be more accurate.
I suppose that's true.
It's your call, Zaris. Whatever you want to do.
Like, are people up for it? I mean, I'm pretty okay despite us having traveled a busy day.
The past hour or however long we've been here has now shown me that we're pretty much against insurmountable odds, so sure.
Then
Fighting a shadow seems a lot easier than fighting some immortal being that's destined to destroy the world, so...
I look at Vincent. We also should be prepared that we're not fighting a shadow, but possibly a big ass angel with a sword.
He laughs. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay,
yeah,
buddy.
sure.
And if it is the angel, I'm going to let it stab me.
Oh.
Well, try and get it to stab the shadow.
Right.
You just tell me what you need me to do, and I'll do it. All we have in what seems like a complete abyss of a future is ourselves and each other, so whatever you need, pal.
Might even say an abysmal future.
Hey, yo.
Oh,
Well...
Oh.
No, I was just gonna say that, yeah, I will help out as much as I can in my current state.
So I just looks at Jenny and says, "Well, I first would like to appreciate you letting us have this conversation here, and for your time and your help. So I have something for you, madam, Miss Jenny. If you would like it, that is. I like it a lot, but." Cyrus pulls out of his backpack a jar. Not with a fish, but with a bit of seaweed floating into it. That is a little bit psychic, because Zari's like, whoop, and like moves a bit. I hold it out to Jenny.
she takes the jar and like kind of spins it around, observing the seaweed from different sides. It curls and curves in her direction towards the glass.
I want you to know, Amber, I do refresh the water with each time we have water. I refresh the water.
Of course.
Same with the fish. And I give it to her. I remove it from my inventory.
It is appreciated.
Is there anything else anyone wants to do still?
I mean, suppose I had some questions, but I don't really have much in the way of payment.
We might have. Remember the skull we took from the gore elemental? We could.
I suppose that is true. If that's a acceptable payment. Well, I mean, then he just kind of points his head in the direction he heard Jenny speak last. It's like, well, I suppose I can well ask about it, and you'll just, I suppose, name your price. Or if you can't actually help in any way, then I suppose that's also fair. And he'll take forth from a pouch it's a lovely looking adamantine coin with the Augustine Trading Company stamp on it.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of already know some. I have some information about this coin already. Some kind of Aether kindred trapped inside. It's made by the Augustine Trading Company. That's the stamp. And well, apparently, I have a similar one inside of my chest. It's probably the reason why some weird things have been happening the last couple of days. Do you think that you would have any information about this?
What information do you think I can give you that you don't already know?
If, maybe if something could be done to slow down or stop whatever process is happening. Honest.
Remove.
What was that?
Does it all remove?
I still think removing it is not a good idea.
No. Maybe not that one then.
I'm not familiar with your kind.
I suppose that's fair. Only existed for what, 70 years, give or take, probably. Funnily enough, he moves the coin in his hand around. This one apparently belonged to one of the first ones.
He evidently does not have it anymore.
Well, no.
Here's your information. Goodbye.
Oh, of course.
The future
Imagine.
dating love, yes.
Yeah. He, I think he died, happy, from what I've gathered, at least. Well, if you don't know, then that's alright. I figured I'd ask either way. You've been very, you've been a good host.
Jenny hums. Of course.
I do have one last thing that I'd like to ask. And just puts his hands into the bag and pulls out this big book that he slaps onto the counter. I've been told by a friend of yours that I'm looking here at one of the 6 relics that this man is looking for, but I know very little about it. And I know even less people that know anything about this. So I would like to know if you know some information in regards to this item, or if you know where I can find some.
What do you put forth?
He pulls out 3 vials of a purplish red liquid, I believe that was the color. 3 vials with a drop of blood from the ancient vampire we found in the crypt of Bagwell. Pulls them out, puts them on the counter. As I believe you have a knack for things that have no place in this world, well, these fit right in. Something that would kill you if you drank it. Very strange, but I suppose that's how it works. They possess the blood of a creature that, honestly, I wish wasn't of this world, but it still is. Hopefully not for long.
People have a tendency to want to do away with what they perceive as wrong, or what shouldn't be a part of this world.
Suppose that's right. We all want to have a world that fits our own image.
And you put forth your book.
Not as a offering, as a tell me what this does. Yeah, puts it on the counter with the cover up.
She picks up the book.
The ink is dry. The deal has been made.
Kind of like juggles around this large amethyst in one hand while she leaps through the book with the other. She hands it back to you and takes a vial. There's nothing special about this book.
He his shoulders slump down. He sighs. Of course.
Disconnected from fate, after all.
Alright. Well, thank you. I suppose at least I tried. Pulls out a little paper slip with the name of the book written on it. And he passes it to Jenny, and he says, suppose one last attempt won't hurt. Do you know anything else if I show you this? And the paper slip will have the name of the book, the symbol that appears on its cover, which sadly is not there for other people.
Why is it not there for other people?
Ah, never mind. That was the pages. My bad. I got confused.
Mm-hmm. I was about to say you give her a piece of paper that you wrote on.
Yeah, with not of the book, a piece of paper with the name of the book. Because the book has a name, but it's not on the cover. So maybe that helps.
Speaking of the name is too difficult for Douglas.
Correct.
His name means something to me. Yes.
Oh. His eyebrows raised a little bit. And that would be?
You wish to... No.
Honestly, I wish to know anything related to it. Everyone I've tried to ask has given me the same answer. It's just a normal book. Well, it clearly isn't. So, if you know anything related to that name, at least, I'm fine with that, trading for that information.
I can tell you about this book.
I would love to hear.
Another name. That is to be certain. This book reveals secrets of the past, the present, and what may come to be. But it is also cursed. A diviner's greatest treasure and their greatest bane, I suppose. Nice fairs.
I mean, I said this a very long time.
Those who open it, seeking knowledge forbidden, will find nothing of such value within. You will only find knowledge within this book to help others.
He rubs his chin. I suppose.
Don't you like helping others?
Well, that's more than I knew before. Thank you for the information.
What
Just
you hold
for-
in your possession is not that book.
Stops. Oh. Okay.
I know not what to tell you except that it holds no magic. No more than a sheaf of parchment from my desk.
Tobias looks down and confused. Looks up at Jenny again. Looks at the book. Huh. Never actually considered that option. What is the name of this other book, if I may?
The Tome of Fates.
Tome of Fates.
Ironic.
Quite is. As this is quite literally what it is. Perhaps not. Well, that was useful information, I guess. Thank you very much for all of this. I suppose I'll get into looking at the new things.
Funny that you should say that, Ferris.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well, I guess someone finally got there.
Yeah. Go. Yeah. I'll share my thoughts
I mean, I already
after
knew it from first day, but
You knew what from the first day?
this is the Tome of Fates.
Oh, this is something else. It's fine. I'll
Oh.
share it after session.
Sure.
Scooby Dooby Doo.
Where
Where
are you? Damn. But what if you tell him now and he decides that he wants to draw from the deck?
That'd be
Yeah,
hilarious.
but Amber, Vittorio doesn't know this.
Doesn't matter, you're gonna say it out of character anyway.
Yeah, tell us. What is it?
So you know how Tokas has a in quotation marks, third eye that none of us has seen in character,
Yeah.
but you have like described it, when something has
I do,
happened,
yeah.
but no one else has been there to see it. Yeah, you know how it's strange that only Tokas can see things in this book? It's because the orb is in you, or you are the fucking orb, Tokas.
What do you mean?
Oh!
I'm not a ball. What?
The
Of
eye,
course.
the third eye, is the orb of Ulmir, or alternatively, you yourself, for whatever reason, is the orb of Ulmir, which also explains what happened at the bridge, because the magic was coming from you, specifically, not the book, you.
He's a fucking genius.
No.
Fucking crack the code.
Ah,
Oh, Gabe, you just got fucking beat at your own game. Oh, you should take better notes, buddy.
Makes so much
Fuck
sense.
Gabe got out there.
I just did the last piece of the puzzle. The book is just a fucking book.
yeah, it's just a book.
It's just a book, and you're projecting on it. Bro,
You're a
you're a
ball!
projector.
I am
No, he's a
my own
projector.
ancestral weapon.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
Ancestral
Gabe's
weapon is a
never been a
normal
square.
book.
He's been an orb the entire time.
Oh man, I'm gonna ponder you so hard.
Podcast.
Orbcast.
Now I need to cast Globe Invulnerability on myself.
Oh my
So I'll start rolling down the hill.
Divided by 0.
Oh, that cuts our problems. Now we already have one of the relics. That's fine.
It's been a while since we haven't had one of these fucking plot twists. Damn.
Damn, that's right. Amber never gives any plot twists.
No.
What
Then
the
we get
hell
a fucking
can
brain
I?
It's
over
coming
it.
all the time.
I mean, it's like I can't give you any plot twist because you guys spend so much time like discussing these things that I'm like.
And this is what it led us to. Understanding every single facet of your plan. We know
Also, I have to wait 2 years for all of these plot twists to pay off. So
That's
you know,
true.
But then
give
you'll
me
be
a
too
moment.
late.
Leave me alone.
That is the way of the DM. This will be
Literally.
really nice in 3 years from now when they realize.
This will be really nice. One day is what I've learned to tell myself.
Yeah.
Damn.
Now
only
you know
became
why
nicer.
I.
It only became nicer when Gabe recently said, I want to change my item, like in the way it works, and I was just there like, don't worry, buddy, I've only been waiting 2 years for this to pay off, let me just destroy all my work.
Not true.
Now you can understand, Amber, why I had to laugh the way I laughed when Jerix fucking finally planted that fucking thing in the ground.
Oh
And
yeah.
the Tarask popped out, and everyone was like, oh.
Yeah.
Damn. This is
But you want to draw from my deck of fates?
Wait, I would love to, but like, I don't have anything to give.
Please!
Out of character,
No!
I really
This
want.
is draw from my
I don't have
deck!
anything to give.
The worst that can
I'll
happen
rip.
is... That is not even the worst that can happen.
Can I squeeze a card draw from the 3 potions that I gave, since there's like blood of an ancient vampire inside? I didn't give the 3rd vial only
You
because
actually want to draw?
I mean, if I can, I'll try.
Hmm.
So Amber,
Okay,
this
well, never
sounds-
mind. You're laughing too fucking
I'm-
maniacally. I'm
Amber-
getting like uncomfortable at this point.
Amber, this sounds weird. Can I draw but delay the draw? Let me explain what I mean. Let me explain what I mean. I draw, put the card in a beautiful sealed envelope, and then at a later
I'm
date,
gonna fucking
I draw
plastify the
random
card like a Yu-Gi-Oh player.
Down. One card face down for
Because
later.
I only want to draw the card once I've changed my own fate with my own
I
hand.
place my trap card and end my turn. Your turn, Yugi.
You know that we can, technically speaking, summon Jenny's hut, when we kind of feel like it.
If you give her one of your hair, she'll be there within the hour.
That's
And I give
true.
her my hair and she lets me draw a card.
Stop!
She
mean,
will,
yeah, if you
but
wanna
then she'll
go
have full
bold,
control
I
of your body.
I will begin editing bold Vincent
All of my hair?
right now.
It's just a lock of hair, Hogan.
No.
Lateral
You're
moment.
funny,
You know,
man.
That's
I
not.
mean, I will ask.
Yeah,
Jenny,
she
but
will
I
want
just-
only one one lock of your hair. It's your family braid, and she wants it all.
She can fucking eat shit and die.
Correct.
I'll give her an eye. How about that? I've already got 2.
Sure, no problem. She'll take your eye.
Nice.
I was gonna say,
She
but
gets your
I do really am
Can
considering.
I... Vincent, she just
Hello.
wants your attention. Is that fine too? Do you
Oh,
wanna draw
no.
for that?
Oh yeah.
I just wrote my
Good.
name as well. That's fine.
Our attention is stolen. The ADHD party going back into the Feywild to retrieve it.
Ah.
No, genuinely, if I could delay the draw, I would definitely draw now, put it in a sealed envelope, and then draw it at a point in time in the future.
Why would you do that? Well, what's the hope for that? What you're hoping to achieve?
Okay,
Memes.
so, because
He
one, I
literally
want
wants to have an ace.
but also I want to take control of my own fate first by, you
That's
know,
no problem.
I mean, these cards are not supposed to change your fate. That's not what the cards do.
That's not what Amber said.
What are you on about?
That's not what Amber said.
No.
I'm pretty sure Amber's written words were
Yeah.
like
Nah,
something
she's
along the
just
lines of
laughing
cards
along.
that can
She's a very
change
sweet
There-
fate.
girl and she can't contain herself.
These cards were literally forged in the Forge of Fate.
Wait, Ember, did I hear that's no problem? Because if so, Zarius will do it.
Wait.
Zarius would only reveal it if he can first control his own fate.
I'm gonna tell you now, these cards are all blank. The only way you know what you've drawn is when you smear your blood across it, at which point the imagery, like the etching within it, becomes visible and the card activates.
And then fucking Jenny has
Oh.
your blood because she wants the card back, and she's like, actually, I
The
have your blood
card.
back."
Okay, I'm gonna tell you, Jenny can't change your fate. Only the deck can, and she's only a holder. She can't do anything other than hold this deck. She can't do anything to change what happens when you draw from it, and the card disappears forever when you draw for it.
So what I'm hearing is I can draw it now and only activate it in the future.
It will activate at an opportune moment, I suppose.
Right?
Yeah,
No,
if you like start bleeding out, like I'm gonna just activate this card.
Hmm.
Like,
So I need to first seal this thing in plastic, okay?
you don't have plastic. There's no
plastic, yes.
plasteel. Unless you roll. No.
Right,
Unless
Mark,
you roll this card and you invent plastic, in which case, you know.
if you want to roll,
To be honest, it's crazy how we've
considering-
got spaceships that fly across space and we haven't got plastic, to be honest. That's
If you
kind of
wanna draw-
criminal.
We got
card, I'm
plasteel.
considering drawing one as well.
I mean, if that's the case, Zarius will take one.
There you
Just because he can.
Which one of you is going to draw first, though?
Oh,
go. That's a good thing. Well, what do you think, Mark?
well,
What are you guys giving up?
Well, is she just letting us? First of all, is she just letting us draw?
No, she
mean, I
wants something
gave-
in exchange for it.
So-
Ancient vampire blood. I hope that's enough.
I'd
Yeah.
like to offer the skull of the gore elemental, if she's okay with that. If everyone else is okay with that.
Sure, man. Indulge.
Yeah.
No problem.
Lawrence looks at
Fire
you.
says yeah, but doesn't look happy.
I mean,
No,
I will look at you, Lawrence, and say, I will first take control of my own fate. I will not cheat it, Lawrence.
There's no cheating fate. You don't cheat it.
I give Lawrence a very trusting and vulnerable look. I don't know how to describe that.
Okay. Lawrence gives you the look that Omni-Man gives Mark when he attempts to, you know...
I wish you weren't
Live
born.
up-
Breathe after he pushes
You
faces,
shouldn't even.
yeah.
You should have died. In the womb. Like, you should have never been born.
Wow.
Literally,
That
like.
is the way he looks at you, damn.
Do you actually?
Lawrence being disappointed in someone's actions? He could never, bro. He could never.
Father figure of the group.
Yes.
He's actually like 30 something, so you know.
Well, if you look at, can you roll me a persuasion check, Lawrence?
Why?
Just
Why,
the
man?
charm.
I told
Don't
you.
do it. Like you said.
I know, but can
I
you?
told you.
I'm
I
gonna
know.
get a
I've
drink.
got a plus 12.
I'm gonna drink.
I know. That's why I'm asking.
No, I refused. I told you what I do. I don't need to roll a dice. Only the DM can make me roll funny little checks.
It's up to you to decide, not the dice.
It is the dice.
No, it's up to you to choose.
Your choice,
if
man.
Zarius
Just take the card.
wants-
You know you want to, just do it.
No, I want to, but Lawrence is looking at me mean.
Who cares what Lawrence thinks, man? Do what you want.
I do. Azarius cares about what Lawrence thinks.
All right. Well, I'm picking a card first because apparently
you-
Zarius can't decide.
Last
And then if he wants, he'll pick one himself.
I'm just gone, but yeah.
Oh, damn.
Also, persuasion's not a skill.
Well, Ferris, why would Vittorio would and why would Vittorio wouldn't? Honestly, if I was Vittorio, his fate right now is looking pretty grim because he's mutating every day and it might get worse. If I was him, I would argue, draw a card, maybe change things so I don't turn into a chaos spawn.
Imagine turning into a chaos spawn.
I mean,
I want to draw from the deck so bad, but like
change the road ahead.
I just want to
of
draw. I
you.
have no reason. I just want to draw, man.
literally,
Honestly,
bro. Like no
what
reason
fate-
whatsoever, but why not, bro?
What blossoming fate expects you later down the line? Think about this. If there
Yeah.
not really a promise for a promised land, then what's
We're all
wrong
dying.
changing?
Can I ask
Today, Vincent has realized that all that waits in the future is death. So
Can
Exactly.
I ask,
So you pick the card to change it. Easy.
can I ask Jenny if it's okay to, let's say we take the card and that we find someone that might need a more drastic change of fate than ourselves. Would it be okay to grant them this card?
this man just wants to
Man,
carry
you're
around a
just fucking
pocket card,
going
bro.
for the wrong cards
Oh
here.
my god, please don't give it to a random fucking commoner.
No, of course.
I beg you. This
it's like-
happened in my first campaign.
It's like that episode of the podcast we're not gonna name, where they hand out like a card of the deck of many things, and the drunkard pulls out 3 wishes.
Yeah.
Mm.
I want a beer.
But would she be okay with that?
She's
That
not.
card is not in the
okay with
deck.
it.
The card's not on the deck.
That's
No,
okay.
she stated that she has literally
Lawrence.
no care or control over it.
Yeah,
so.
she has no control over the deck. She holds the deck, but she can't control.
The
what
only thing
do.
that Jenny tells you is you
Draw.
cannot avoid your own fate.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna draw first, and yeah, and then Vittoria's gonna draw as well, and then Zaris is gonna draw as well.
Yeah, the more cards that are being drawn, the less are in the deck.
Sure, yeah, sounds good. Right, it's a D22 at the start, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Oh, damn.
8.
8.
One of my
I'm so
Oh
favorite
my
numbers.
lord!
Amber is so happy. She's like, yes, people are drawing from the deck. Pogchamp.
You actually drew. Okay.
I told you we're drawing from the deck.
Do you activate this card, Tokas?
Oh, now that's a fucking tough question. No, I'm gonna keep it for now.
Good God. Is everyone just gonna draw a card and then not do anything with it?
I'm gonna at least
Yep.
wait until
Blue
everyone has
balls.
drawn their cards because,
Great.
like, I'm thinking if I activate it now, Jenny might be able to tell me what the fuck it means. But also, kind of not unsure if I should do it now at like a very climatic moment where I'm about to get stabbed through the heart by Acheron the Ever-Chosen with his fucking god-eating blade because he wants the ball that's in my head.
You know, it's like that moment where, like, the rookie player draws a card and it's like, there's a flaming devil on this card. I wonder what that means. The veteran player opposite them. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
This was the one that you rolled, Vincent.
It says draw a card from the deck of fates. It's very weird prophecy.
There's -2
I'm
intelligence.
just gonna say, if you read the prophecy of this one, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? I didn't, like, this is definitely from my deck. This was already in there, okay? Like, I don't know what it is with Vincent and this theme, but it just keeps happening.
1 second, reading.
Born anew. Ha! Ha!
Ha!
From your ancient bloodline. Ha! Ha.
Oh man.
Interesting.
Right, Togas, you take a card. It is a weighty ivory card, and you can faintly feel the outline of the etching that is carved into its surface.
Orifice?
No, it does not have an orifice.
That's like holes. The card doesn't have holes in it.
No, no,
I
it
have
does not.
decided.
So the card is like completely blank and white.
It is pretty much a blank white card, yes. There's like this faint outline, but like no matter what way you hold this against the light, you don't get to see the image.
Damn, what about tactile sensations?
Yeah, you
What
can
if I try to
feel.
read
You
in
can
Braille?
literally feel. You don't have Braille. Like that's not even how Braille works.
Skill expert.
You can
style,
stop
I have
it.
Braille.
You can you can feel the outline of an image though. It's quite detailed. Makes it only
Sounds good.
harder.
That's pretty cool, man. You know what? I believe fate happens when it should happen. So I'll wait till everyone else pulls their cards, and then I'll activate mine. In the meantime, I'm gonna go grab some ice cream.
I have made the decision. I will succumb to peer pressure, but only if the peer pressure happens. So if more than half of us draw a card, I'll draw a card. If not, I will not.
More than
Okay.
half of us already
More
drew.
than half
What?
of us have
Or
drawn
you-
a card.
Well-
3 people are drawing a card, including you.
Hmm.
No, it would mean that either Lawrence or Vincent after Victoria would have to draw. And then it would...
Or I'm not drawing
I
a card.
see.
You're not gonna.
Well, Vittorio has been mulling over things silently, and I mean, yeah, he doesn't see what's happening, but he's obviously heard that. Yeah, someone proclaimed they were going to draw from the deck, and he's like, well, considering that little prophecy about changing the road ahead of me, I suppose that drawing a card from this deck would be one of the ways to do that, maybe. I think I'll do that.
You cannot see Lawrence, but he is looking at you with like a... Not you two.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Is this still a D22 or a D21?
It's a D22 because
And
otherwise I
then-
have to shift all the
Ah,
numbers.
yeah,
I'll
that's-
just
yeah,
if
yeah.
you roll an 8, we'll just
Reroll, yeah. That's
Make a horse to water, but you cannot make it drink.
fine.
Fine. Cool.
See, if Zarius drew the card, he would have drawn a 1.
makes sense. All right, yeah, Vittorio, you've drawn a card.
I have indeed. He is holding it in his hand. And contemplating.
You may contemplate.
So far, I hold strong.
Oh, I see Brandon typing in Discord. What's the type?
No, I was just talking about. I was like, talking about nothing interesting. Don't worry.
Do, 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 do.
I see.
All I have to do is, as far as Vincent is aware, is die and find a mentor. Those are the two. That
Yeah,
is
but-
prophecy.
See, the point of the prophecy is to signal that you're already dead and confirm the theory that you've always been dead since 12 years old. That's why you haven't grown up.
Yep,
It's fucked up.
Vincent, you're a reborn. Why do you mean you're an elf?
Huh.
Brandon
Interesting.
whimpers.
Think about it. Have you ever breathed before? No,
Honestly, do I even breathe?
Tries to breathe. Oh no.
Oh no.
I can't breathe.
Oh no. It doesn't
All Vincent
happen.
would gain from his prophecy is something to do with dying, and then find someone who's going to teach you the right path. That's all you get. That's all he knows.
Damn, I wonder how much older Ilmari is.
I don't think the age is the only problem here.
No.
If Vincent is dead.
Well,
I'm not sure.
no,
if
no,
the
no.
wife is a
That's
very good mentor figure.
Yeah.
Bless her soul, may it be, but I don't
Yeah.
think she fits a very, very good role of being a mentor to anyone.
no, probably not.
So, okay.
So the question is, Vincent, do you draw?
He's not going to.
I want to, but there's literally like in character. There's literally no reason as to why you would.
The only reason why you could draw from the deck of Fates is that we need to reach the Forge of Fates. Think about this. The Crown of Domination and the Eye of Volmer put together do one single thing that's been highlighted by the prophecy that we have gathered up so far. It will show you the path amidst the waters of fate to reach, what do you think, if not the only place where fate is made, the Forge of Fate. And where do these cards come from? The Forge of Fate.
You think Vincent
what?
pieced all of that together?
I'm piecing it all for you, don't worry about it.
Ah, I see.
Pretty smart.
Yeah,
Yeah, smoke the weed,
as
man.
much
Do
as
it
I'd
more.
literally like to draw all 22 of these cards if I could, like, I sadly
Tells me.
punching myself for the fact that I literally have no reason. Vincent has literally
No,
been designed
fair.
as a character to not believe in fate and do as he wills, so...
The only
Fair enough.
reason I changed my mind, or well, Vittorio changed his mind, is because of the prophecy and
Yeah. Seems fitting.
that. Because otherwise, it's like, no, why would I do this?
Can I non-canonically pull a card? Thanks.
Yeah, sure.
We've done that all the time yesterday.
Yes.
Amazing.
You can non-canonically pull a card, no problem.
Amazing.
Really?
Thanks.
Yeah,
Okay, nice.
I'm not stopping you.
Very nice. I will not.
That is my
Sorry.
favorite result.
I forgot the D.
that's
You could
shame.
have gotten your favorite
Not
result.
my favorite result.
I will not even roll because
Really good result though.
I'm gonna bite myself in the ass if I don't if I roll and then have not decided to take it. So
Just roll and take it.
no, because Lawrence made a good point, and
Which
Zarius
was?
is trying to take back his own fate. So even if I
but
could change
what Jenny said, right, is you can't avoid your own fate. So even if you lost your fate, it's gonna come back to you whether you want it or not. Even if you want to change it, your fate is still your own.
Are these cards going to make us any better at beating Dugai? Because if so,
Yeah.
then I can pull a card.
Does I need to clarify? Does Gabe tell me this, or does
I mean, Tokus is going to have a conversation with. I'm not gonna
As
do
he's
it
drawing
now
the
'cause
card
I have a-
himself, you know.
Yeah. I'm eating ice cream, so I can't have a deep conversation about philosophy right now. But
But
what Tokus will say is that by the words of the diviner we just bespoke with, your fate is still your own. And these cards are not supposed to change the destination, they're supposed to change the way you get to it. And sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. Maybe in front of you awaits a perilous sea full of stormy waves, and this will be the boat that will help you sail through it. Or perhaps the anchor that will keep you anchored to the bottom and drown. But your fate is not lost, even without a card or with a card. Your fate is still your own, and you're gonna get to it. You're gonna find it, and it's gonna come back to you. Whether you hate it, you love it, or you're indifferent to it.
I look at the devil and angel on my shoulder, and between them, aka I'm looking at Lawrence and Tokas.
Why am I the devil here? Why am I? Why am I being?
I didn't
the
give you
devil-
guys. I did not
Well, it
give
was-
you any
Who do you
denominator.
think is the angel between the wizard and
Vittorio,
the fucking
can you
divine
roll
soul
me
sorcerer? What are you doing, Ferris?
I have not done anything.
Amber, what are you doing to our witcher?
I look at Vince and say, "I'll draw if you
witching.
Wait,
draw." Only
you'll draw if I roll? A smile falls across his face.
I'm not saying I'm going to activate it. I'm going to say I'm drawing if you draw. And I look at Lawrence. I'm taking. If so, I will only take the card, like I said, not activate it. Because if it does work like Toka said, I would still be the master of my fate.
You guys worry too much about owning your own fate.
I look at Tokus and burst out and say, Okay, I'm going to be very honest here, Tokaz. Make up your fucking mind!
I didn't
Victoria, I
say
need you
don't
to
roll.
roll me a.
I'm telling you to do it.
I need
No.
you to roll me a 1, 2.
Take
4,
risks, be
5.
careful, take risks, be careful. Which one is it, Tokaz?
I'm
Roll
saying
me a D5, Vittorio.
that it doesn't matter what do you think of it. It's like, sharing your opinion about a person is not really going to change that person's life. Having a different view of your future and of your fate is not really going to change how fate works. And it works in mysterious ways. I mean, I can't claim that I understand all of it. I understand a little bit. I mean, I see it sometimes. What I say is that when they say fortune favors the bold, first of all, that's not a false statement. Second of all, I think you should just think less about it. Fate is supposed to happen now and then. It's gonna happen anyways. So why worry so much?
So
You
these
want to draw a
cards
card? Do it.
are not gonna change anything to do with your fate. It's just gonna come to it regardless.
Well, that's what pretty much Jenny said. Your fate is your own, and nothing can change it. Not even
I'm
the card.
confused. What are these cards meant to do then?
What Tokus is saying, I think, is what these cards are is essentially, at least what I'm understanding from Tokas, a very powerful one-use, random consumable magic item. That's what he's trying to say. At least that's
That is a
what I'm
terrible
trying to say.
description for such a powerful item. But yes, imagine this.
So it's a tool that's going to help us.
Yes.
All right, I'm in.
What?
So Vittorio gave me the skull.
That sounds so good.
What?
Oh, I thought it was a
What?
scar. Holy fuck.
No, he gave me
If-
the skull, right, of the gore elemental.
Ours is already drawn
Oh, it was Zorius.
the skull.
Okay, so how is the payment actually looking?
I offered 3 vials of the potion that Baichin made with his vampire father's blood
Mm-hmm.
for information about the book, which now let us realize that I am a bull, and a draw from the deck of not many things, of only a few things.
Yeah, she took she took 1 vial for the book thing,
Right?
which means there's what, 2 vials?
2 vials left. I mean, sure. If she accepts 1 vial per payment, I can pay for Victoria.
No. She'll take both of your vials that are left. Thank you.
Okay. Well, that means then
No,
that
hold on your horses. Hold on your horses. Let's see. What do we have here? You want some troglodyte aphrodisiac. Great for the
No.
bedroom.
I will quickly look, because I mean I really didn't have much in the way of.
Damn,
Wait a
you
minute.
fucking rolled? You just rolled without paying me? You
I-
fucking man.
I
I mean, you have the skull, right? You can give the skull.
No.
She's willing to accept glasses that look into the past. I'm willing to trade that.
No.
do it.
don't do it.
You wanna give the
Don't.
glasses?
Don't do it.
Well, it's either that or Pixie does, so
There's one thing I can ask for trade. I can ask how much she's willing to give for the boots, because or 1/6 tinderbox. It really depends on which one we.
I think the
want.
boots are better.
They're just
You-
normal
you-
items. They're like so to her.
Okay.
Something of great personal value.
Something of great personal value or something absolutely whack.
I mean,
Something
looking
of
into the
great
past in the last 30 minutes is pretty cool, if you ask me.
Well, that I plan on using on the ritual, so I can't give that.
I don't have my original claymore with me because that stays in the cart
People?
or room.
I have a suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
We have 3 dragon horns
Oh.
sitting in the back of my ass. And they're worth a lot.
What?
They're
What?
worth a lot.
What?
And you can
Yeah,
make
I
some
didn't
really
know
cool
Tokas
shit
had
with
a
it.
dumpy.
Yeah, you just call that a dumpy, but it's like a it's
No
like
wonder
three
Jace is
Three-pronged
like-
dumpy.
Or Jace is like, literally ran away from her life to be with you.
For real. He squats every morning, that's why he's so dexterous.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I
3
didn't
dragon
even know
horns.
what a chair was.
Very expensive. 1,000 gold pieces, 1.5k to make a super cool, very rare wand. Spellcasting focus. Out of it. Dope as shit. But might be a good chip and trade for these cards. What do you think?
It would be more useful. She's willing to take them.
This
There's-
is true. Yeah, I mean that is very true.
Hey, Brandon, you're the other one drawing a card. What do you think?
I think we also need to ask, White, because it's
Sure.
a party loot thing.
I mean, I'm asking everyone. I'm not just asking certain people, but think horns for the cards is a good idea.
I mean, for
How many horns? All of them?
We have 3 horns. Yep. I believe 1 horn is gonna be enough.
Well, maybe 2 horns in the skull.
I mean, they're not really like, oh, you have 1 horn, you can turn one like these ones.
Yeah, you
are
have
like
to
a
use
set.
3 horns
Yeah,
to make
okay.
a wand.
Yeah.
So even if you use 2 horns,
Huh?
1 horn won't do us anything.
Oh, damn.
Sure, man, a bit of chaos is always nice.
Right. I guess 4 people are okay with giving the horn off.
Yeah, I mean,
We're not gonna use them anytime soon, anyways. So that's 2 of 25 pounds off my backpack.
Amazing.
Will Jenny accept 3 dragon horns for the draw of Vittorio and Vincent?
Wow, what? Rude.
I mean, you're giving her a skull.
Correct.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right. -3 horns. Who hasn't rolled yet?
I'll let Vincent roll first, because Arya said he would take one, and Vincent would take one.
Very wild you guys are. You guys like.
We're literally doing
I'm
what
starting
you
to feel
wanted.
nervous now.
You
Well,
were
you
like,
wanted this.
Oh, please, dwarf me.
You wanted this.
I have a
Uh-huh.
very important question. Did we get the box back that Misfortune was in?
I think
You guys
so.
gave her the box. You gave her
No.
this whole
What?
thing including the box.
No. That's hey, I paid for that lead box.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, it's my box now.
What do you mean?
It's her lead box now. We can't do anything about it.
Sorry.
Forget about it. You
Well-
have to let it go.
If you just look at me, I guess I would pull out my hand to draw a card. If the payment has been settled, I'd look to Togas before drawing. I'd be like,
Togas
and I'd
throws
be
a
like,
thumbs up. Time to change your fate.
so you're sure this is going to help us, right?
There is a very high chance that this will help us.
Because fate, this, that, it's all the
It is
same. I
very
feel like it's
tricky.
all. I feel like it's all going to end up being the same thing anyway. Our fate's looking pretty bleak according to all of these prophecies, regardless. So,
Well, there you go. Another reason to change it.
Lawrence is he's fucking praying. If there's like a window, he's praying out the window and he's just like
No.
kneeling on that windowsill and he's like, you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Bring a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Bring a horse to water, but you can't make it
Lawrence is sitting next to Jenny's little window, which is, full of like animal bones, spider cobwebs,
I do not
herbs.
care. I sleep next to a corpse every night.
It's kind of mean towards
That's
Ashley.
it's kind of mean to call your boyfriend a corpse.
Hey,
Kind of corpse
partner?
build, but
Okay, partner, that's true.
Rude.
well, in the hopes that this helps us on
well,
our
I'm
adventure,
his
then.
partner. It's a complicated relationship.
you just need to have faith in fate, or I guess your own fate.
Oh, I've never been a man of faith or fate, but sure.
Yeah, go wild.
Magical item that possibly helps us. Let's go. And I'll just pull from the from the deck.
Are you gonna instantly bloody it?
Mm.
Oh yeah, I'm not here. I'm not waiting around. I want to see what this does. I'm not backpocketing this and just like pulling it out on a rainy day.
Very good.
Very good, he says, waiting his
I
own
can
turn.
see how much you get
Oh,
fucked.
everyone
before.
does it at the same time. Everyone had bad cards. We are all fucked to hell and back.
Imagine we all have
Roll it
sucky
out.
fucking cards.
Lord's just sitting there praying as the rest of that in the background just like silently like all pop out of existence.
Oh no!
3
Try it.
times Don John.
Is it a 1d22?
The D22.
Yeah.
1d22
We're
and
just
reroll
gonna
a 5 or
reroll.
an 8.
Oh,
Is that
Did
a
it.
good thing?
I don't know. It didn't sound like it.
There we go.
Why is it
9
always
as
you,
well.
Vincent?
Vincent!
Yeah, that's
You get 3 wishes.
Oh no!
I-
No! Oh!
Oh no! She kidnapped him!
Oh
She
my
pulled
God.
him to another channel!
That's
Amber sent me a skull in DM and then she did this.
No!
I can't believe it.
I swear to God, if Vincent is getting killed, I will be very
He's
upset.
not getting killed, but I guarantee you that it's
No, I mean that it
it's
could-
not
could-
gonna go well.
I mean, Amber said it was good before. Amber said it was
No,
good before.
No,
No.
Mark, it's not. None of this is actually good. All of these are basically, from what I assume, this is all basically an event, and you're basically pulling a guaranteed. You're pulling a quantum org, which, if you know that term, it doesn't matter which path you take to get to the next city. Whatever path you take, there's going to be an org in front of you.
Okay,
Doesn't
interesting.
matter if you go. Doesn't matter if you go left. Doesn't matter if you go by sea. Doesn't matter if you fly there. The dungeon master has predetermined. Fate has been predetermined that you will encounter an orc wielding a +7 blade of elf killing, and you're an elf, buddy. So you know,
Oh no.
get
Uh,
shazammed.
I also love how, from what I heard, Tokus is also doing this at the same time. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
I also
very
pulled it, right?
nice. No, I mean bloodying it, because I think Vincent is also immediately bloodying it.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm gonna keep my 9 in my pocket. I need somewhere to keep it safe.
I am either going to activate it after this or after we've done the ritual. Haha.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. I haven't bloodied it when I drew the card, and I think I'm gonna put it in my pocket when the time feels right.
Well, I just realized I have a waterproof case, so
That's good. I mean, you can
the
also...
because the web grip rucksack is in the form of a cello for me. Like it's a cello pack with like bags attached to it.
So now an Avatar of Death kills Vincent immediately,
Or
Well,
he gets like a really
no,
cool
it's-
transformation.
or an orc with a +7 weapon of love slaying blows.
Yeah.
Well,
it's-
at the very least, Amber said she said that the skull card was not in this deck. So
oh, I'm
that's
pretty sure
good.
Amber's reworked the entire deck.
Oh no, I know.
Knowing her.
No,
There's
no.
no 3 wishes, but there's
Yeah.
no instant death.
Yeah, she's reworked the entire deck, took out at least those 2 cards, and then she made things fit the way she likes it.
Yeah, I mean, I am just afraid of what the hell this thing is.
Yeah.
I've rolled a 9, so
I mean, it wasn't that bad.
I don't know if it's not that bad.
Reaction was suddenly, oh no, and steal you to the secret stuff. So,
I mean, yeah, but that was after what Vincent rolled, so
oh, I guess true. Yeah, we'll find out.
I don't know.
Vincent's gonna come back. He's gonna be sad because now he knows that he has always been dead.
Yeah, that's going to be the fate revealed. Honestly, you know what we should have done? We should have done the same thing we do in my campaign with something else, where we all mute ourselves except Ferris. Ferris removes his headset, so Amber could do this in the stream.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And then we make a blood pact not to watch the vlog.
I mean, yeah, of course, it's what I do in my campaigns. If there's a secret, I do it in front of the stream, but the players don't know about it.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Or you just server deafen all of them.
No, I mean it's more we're on camera, so everyone just puts their headset off, and then I wave them back if they are allowed to come back.
Makes sense. Can all read your lips?
I mean, this is a sign of trust. I trust people not to actively listen in there.
No, listen is a thing. Like, but if they have to look at you for a signal to come back, can they just like read your lips?
I mean, they can read my face and read the other's face, but that's fine.
Yeah, the expression of horror.
Yeah, I've had multiple times of people being shit-faced terrified, and everyone that was just looking worried, not knowing what's going on. Oh, that was so funny. That
What
was
did
so
he do to
fun.
you?
Oh.
Let's see. Alright, I need to update the Twitch schedule.
Maybe it's
because
even
there's
worse.
not
Maybe
no
Acheron the Ever Chosen appears. I don't know.
Yeah, it's literally just the
Oh.
bad guy just shows up and says, "I am here for you, Vincent. Rejoin
Sub
my
might be.
group."
You better
He's like,
rejoin.
"Yes, Daddy."
The horse was inside Vincent all along. He is a
Vincent
horse,
the
really.
horse.
Oh no.
Turns
Oh,
around.
Vincent, your
Turns out
fate is
Vincent
sealed.
was the flaming steed.
Oh, it turns out Vincent was the armor. He's just that like.
For real, man.
Man.
Mm.
And
Well,
women.
whatever I pulled is probably it's also gonna be interesting considering Amber laughed.
She said, that works to my weird fucking comment that I made, but I don't think she laughed.
No, she laughed. I guess she asked me to roll a d5, and
Nah, we're being too.
and then after that she laughed. She did a classic Amber laugh.
We are being too paranoid.
No,
Yeah,
no.
being a little too crazy bozo pilled today.
Nice psyop.
Nice.
Psyop game.
Try again. Thank
Damn,
you.
a terrible day to be an op.
Terrible day to be.
That was the caption of this video I saw. Was some
I
dude in
know.
like retro jigged his fucking microwave to basically turn it into a railgun.
I'm fucking
Oh my
dying.
god.
Psyop. Very funny. Top 10. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Oh,
not bad, Fed. I would never would I ever interfere in the democracy of another sovereign state. Unless those are very good reason, like money. Which isn't real anyway, so.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can take this time to discuss, Mark, what you had written about this ritual.
Tell us,
So
Mark. Tell us
yeah.
your very thought-through plan.
The ritual oh wait, no, it's buried under the messages. I'm like, where the fuck was it? So my plan is, because like I know that a lot of it is feelings and intuition, but that's kind of how Zarius works, and also how I feel like this entire thing works. I want to come together and call you basically the same thing as Delphine did, but in a more ritualistic way, where I place a memory in the middle, my golden banded white candle, and make a campfire with it, because if I remember correctly, that's what it does. And light it.
Definitely underwent a witch ritual with Delphine. I even consecrated it accidentally.
Yeah.
Teehee.
Yeah, and then I will place the shield either into the fire or close to the fire, because we still need to be able to reach it. Then we will all stand around it and essentially bring forth why we care about each other and basically bond.
I'm the wrong person for that, my guy.
No, don't worry, you're gonna
It's
do
not gonna
it.
happen. Last time I did it with you guys, half of you lied, and then I was like, "Alright."
I've never lied. Well, the idea was that at least we're going to be there, and why we're going to fight this specific evil. Zarius is going to make it very emotional about family, at least, but you guys may choose whatever you'd like. And then hopefully that we all put something forward that means something to us in perspective of the party. Just a good memory of the party. That's it. Like, if we have an item that represents that. And then after Azarius does a little speech, he will send his shadow, or try to send his shadow towards the shield, which is going to be a charisma check. So if we can prepare for that, I'm going to give people some inspiration as well that might need it.
We better not do it today then.
Yeah, no, I mean, we can rest, it's fine too. But after Azarius has done a little speech, Azarius will try to smack it with his scythe. That's going to be more symbolic, because it's going to be the Shepherd of Souls weapon that he's got from that, and he's taken a lot of, trust in the Shepherd of Souls, and he still has, his faith in him, and he's going to be, like, very, very supportive. But also, Lawrence is going to smack it with his Sunblade, because that is an actual thing of, like, holy good power that whacks the shield.
It is a good boy stick.
The good boy stick. And
I
throughout
will
this entire
I will use my
process-
great power to reach into your soul and tear it out of your body, and then I'm gonna reach into your body, reach around, and grab whatever's left in there,
I was about to say
chuck it
spine,
out,
by the way.
and then maybe the spine as well. But I'll keep that in it if I can.
I mean,
And then I'm going to put your soul back in your body.
I mean,
That's what's gonna happen.
I would like all of us to witch sight. That can. I know Vincent and Vittorio can't, but I know the rest of us could. So that would, I think, be very helpful, where we open ourselves up and actually try to manipulate a little bit, or at least feel and change things, bind ourselves through our connection as we banish the shadow.
Yeah, it's a terrible day to be an op after all.
That is true.
This fucking shadow.
I mean, yeah, no, I think that, I think, at the base of it, that's pretty good. Having, using darkness, symbolically, as it were, but also actually, attempting to destroy it with,
But not metaphorically.
yeah, like, attempting to destroy it with literally the opposite of itself, and holy light, and I loathe that these are the words that are coming out of my mouth, but friendship.
Terrible.
But yes, the fact that you are indeed relying on your peers, and you are in fact not alone.
You are one lone.
That's what I want to do with the witch side, but like kind of like for those that can and those that feel it, kind of zoom in on that connection that we have with each other. I know for Tokus that might be less, so he might be good as an outside force. But Zarius would like to focus on his connection with Lawrence to some extent, because he cares a lot about Lawrence. He might not show it, but he cares about Lawrence. Because Lawrence is his example, quite literally.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to focus on that connection with him as we banish the chateaus. It's just some fucking gif.
Hey man, it's you guys with your witch sight, like, but they said never to witch sight all at once. We can't cross our witch sight. And then you cross your witch sights, and then,
Is this a reference, Ferris?
Wait a minute, no. Before we feel, is this a sarcastic thing or is this a actual question, Togas? Gabe,
Who?
sorry. Gabe, is this an actual question or are you sarcastic
What is?
about the reference?
If it's like a reference?
Yeah, is that an actual question or is it sarcastic?
That depends on you. Is it an actual reference?
It is an actual reference. And if you
No,
say
they're
no,
not
I'm
sarcastic.
going
No,
to feel
no.
ancient.
Hey!
Welcome
Hey,
back.
okay? Is everything
I'm
okay?
super nervous what's happening, but also Gabe doesn't know what Ghostbusters is. Can we just quickly...
I've seen
look at this
Ghostbusters.
back?
I was sarcastic.
Oh, phew. Oh. Okay, let's go back.
Alright.
Right?
Vincent draws the last card in the deck. The world.
Oh no.
That's good.
The world!
Zabarudo!
Have you seen Jojo? That's good. Actually, no, because that's Dio's
That's
stand and he
Dio's
dies.
stand.
So Vincent bleeding with the card, you're doing it as well, right, Tokas?
Yeah, sure. I wanted to keep it for later, but I guess we go sicko mode on this guy.
Sicko mode on this guy, sure thing.
I've
Wait,
drawn
Zarius
a
also
line,
drew?
but, I drew. I
Also
got
keep
peer
it in the
pressure.
pocket.
The 3 people that did it, I was peer pressured and drew. I drew a 9. But
Why
I'm
do you
not
keep saying
active.
peer pressure? You literally couldn't choose.
Self-induced.
So
Self-induced.
these
It's
two
more like
cards
flock
become unveiled. As the both of you prick, I guess, your thumb maybe, and smear it across the surface of this ivory card. The rivulets of blood fill in the gaps and leave behind a carved image. The world. The bindings on a spinning orrery of planes break. And they shatter the walls around them. The other one,
You're saying that though.
the other one, the chariot.
Hmm.
A laughing woman rides a chariot pulled by 2 horses, and a pack of angry drakes chases behind them. For Tokas, nothing happens right away.
For Vincent, something does though.
For Vincent, on the other hand,
All your magic items gone.
Jenny looks up. She says, "Would you mind stepping outside?" Like, she just says it in the same deadpan tone that she says everything.
Oh, she sounds very aggressive right now, I guess.
Wait, me?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. I'm not gonna blow up or anything, am
Jenny says nothing.
I? Okay.
No, Vince,
Your
I'll
fate is
accompany you
sealed.
just in case. Thank you very much, Jenny. I really appreciate your help and your gifts and your things. Let's go, Vincent. I don't want you to explode randomly without anyone there.
He's
Thanks,
now
I
going to
really appreciate that,
explode
Zarius.
randomly.
Yes, you got to be with me in my final moments, Arius.
Yeah, no problem, Vincent. We did this together. I'm gonna be there together with you in your final moments.
You're not going to explode.
Which means I have to travel into the past, 50 years ago.
Oh, wait, hold
The
up.
accident, Vincent.
Vincent, you don't realize you've been dead for 50 years.
I walk outside.
I guess we
So
all
you feel
do.
kind of strange, I guess. Like, maybe, I don't know.
It's placebo effect. I'm making myself feel weird. I feel like something crazy should be happening, but
Crazy? I was crazy once.
But then you do begin to feel a tingling sensation on, like, the back of your neck.
Shit, you're really gonna explode, man.
Zarius, back off! I'm gonna blow up.
Zarius puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "I'm here for you."
I'm right next to you when you blow up, okay? No biggie.
Stay calm, Vincent. Stay calm.
Relax. You're not gonna explode if you don't want to.
I'm not gonna explode. I'm not gonna explode. I'm not gonna explode.
Behind Vincent, this strange condensation or vapor begins to shimmer in the air. Where are you?
Or if you get cloned.
It is the way it is.
We're into the Vincent verse.
Wait.
I can't wait to see Vincent with like a Dorito back.
Please don't.
Oh god.
Da-da-da-da.
And then the air begins to crackle as though a tiny little cloud is forming, like brewing in place. And you can hear faint sounds. Birds chirping, wind blowing through grass. The little cloud becomes larger and larger and larger. And these tiny pinpricks of multicolored light swirl at its edges like lightning. And that is when, with a whoosh and a dull thud, someone falls backwards out of the sky and onto the ground. Laying on the ground in front of Jenny's hut now is a young man. Short hair. Maybe a little bit like, almost like shaved looking. But for those of you with observation and not disadvantaged right now because of the darkness outside, you can see that they actually have quite the scar on their forehead, which keeps their hair short. Blue eyes which stare around, like looking around in confusion, maybe a little bit of shock or fear. Bearing a sword on their back and clad in armor currently, I would say, covered in dust and debris. The human kind of like scrambles back onto their feet, looking around in the darkness, seeing only the lights.
Sorry, eyes glowing in the dark.
The lights, yes, Zari's eyes glowing in the dark, the lights coming from Jenny's hut, the darkness of the forest, the hooting of owls, and the screeching of animals far out in the woods.
Ah, fuck! Shit.
That sentiment is returned, Zarius,
Fair.
as Alphonse looks around in confusion,
Alphonse? What?
looking for a reason as to why he, of all people, turned up in this place at this time of the year. Why him?
There's a look between the person and
Why does that name
Vincent.
sound familiar?
Yeah, he does, right?
Yeah, I don't remember how we know this person.
How is it spelled?
Is it with a Z or an S?
How is it spelled, Vincent?
With-
Search Alphonse.
Wait,
Search for Alphonse!
the book! Where is it? Where the fuck is the book?
Wait.
Can someone tell me, like, what I'm doing here? Says Alphonse.
Do you
Fuck
want
up,
the
Alphonse,
long
I need to search
story
for
or the short story?
I think you've been summoned here to save the world.
That's not how I would
What?
have put it. But
Says Alphonse. And with that, I think we're gonna end session for today.
you can't do this to me. These other two have bloodied the card while they were still in the hut, Amber. You can't do this to me.
Nothing is going to happen for Tokas for a while. So he
Vittorio
doesn't have to
also
worry.
bloodied it.
Vittorio also did.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me?
I
You
wrote,
wrote, roll a d5.
I wrote it in chat, and then as you were describing this lovely ordeal, I also DM'd you because I didn't want to be like, "Hey, hello, notice me. I am going to interrupt you verbally now." Because
Okay,
that's
so before we
rude.
close off, we're definitely gonna close off on Alphonse saying, "What?" Vittorio, your card, when you bloody it, you see a man covered in blood, sitting on an opulent throne with 9 swords sticking through his back. The card then crumbles in your hand like a Kinder Egg.
Oh.
And inside is a piece of parchment that is now bloodied as well.
Oh,
It says you're dead.
It's like folded up, don't worry.
bloodied man sitting on an opulent throne.
Yeah, 9 swords sticking through his back.
It's 9 swords you're gonna collect.
Oh,
9 treasures shall he possess.
I guess I feel I have something in my hand, so I would like to look at this parchment. I will bring it as close to my eyesight as possible.
Did
And
you exploded?
no, stop.
Just kidding!
And yeah, I will very gently lift up the blindfold and make sure that I'm not actually looking at any person or anything, and just look at this note.
The note takes some corruption damage and withers away.
You are now the proud owner of 1 Mississippi.
Can you make me, Vittorio, I'd probably say like bureaucracy or something.
Oh boy. Yeah, sure.
Check.
Sure. Yeah, no tactical insight. I guess wouldn't really apply to this.
Nope.
No. Very well, let's go. I will use an inspiration for advantage. The 13.
Okay. Are you studying over this paper for a few moments, in spite of like the bloodied fingerprints that are now marring most of the outside and some of the corners of it as well? You're pretty sure you are holding the deed to a location in Ravo known as Canely Keep.
We got a base, guys. We got a
Hell
base.
yeah.
Oh my god, we've learned to
yeah.
keep.
Yep, I love this card.
Canely Keep.
Yeah, but don't we have to
Could you
clear it
output
of monsters first?
That's
Yeah.
what we did with the last
You
Hey,
gotta
you
clear,
can- I
clear
would
it of the
never-
9 swords!
I will never complain about dungeon delving. I love me some dungeon
That's
delving.
true. How's it spelled, Ivor?
I'll write it for you.
Is this like a known location, or is it just like don't know what that is?
You have no idea what that is.
I
Like, it
will.
doesn't become known to you by
I'm-
reading this either.
I'm pretty sure it just becomes birthed into existence. I'm pretty sure the card, if it's by normal rules, if I remember correctly, it just a keep now suddenly exists under your name. Like it just poofs into existence.
But
What rules?
It's yeah.
Could be different rules.
the
though.
Next-
rules of fate.
Yeah, next session, I'm sure we'll definitely have someone else have a look at this as well. And
Fair enough.
that's very interesting, and also actually kind of not bad if we need to go
Here
to
I
the
go getting chased by drakes.
to the Ravencourt Sanctuary. I mean, yeah, that's true.
This is Zarius.
Did the woman on the chariot look like the woman from a prophecy?
No.
Yeah.
She does not.
Doesn't that?
Alright, that is where we'll end session for today. And we will pick up next week to learn more about Dungeon Dragons, Castles and Keeps. And
Or
perhaps we
bounty
will learn more about Alphonse
Alphonse, and we will maybe learn
from
what.
Long Rest Campaign 1.
Oh my god.
That's
Actually, even better.
the multiverse exists.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Okay, now the session ends. I have a question for Amber after this.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You know what card 22 is?
The
What?
world.
Reality literally shatters. A portal to another plane appears. An NPC of the player's choice appears besides them from any existing other game.
Any existing multiverse?
I had
Oh
many
my
as a
God.
DM, I had many choices, but I thought.
So let me quickly just jump in and say, you could have fucked us.
Yes, I could have. I could
He
have.
did
you-
name like a villain that he really liked, and I was
Could have
like,
brought in
Can you?
Crow.
Yeah, I was about to say.
She
you like
said-
named a villain. I was like, yeah, that's a
She
pretty
said,
good idea.
"Could you just name an NPC that you really like?" And I was like, "I loved playing as Crow. I loved
Imagine
him.
if you fucking said Crow.
I was
it's
like, not wisely.
If Crow would
Excellent
have a
choice.
field, Jay, in this realm. Oh my god!
We're gonna have a talk. I want to know who everyone here would have picked. I want to know.
But first
I
we're
had
gonna
too
close the
many.
stream,
Yes,
Yeah,
I had
and then
that's
you
fair.
can tell me.
Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you players for being here and playing. You're lovely as always. And Amber, thank you very, very much for hosting. You're equally as lovely. This was a very fun session. It took a turn and was fun and interesting and damn. And we also learned some things, so that's really good.
Multiversing. This is the first step.
Yeah.
No, I've said many steps to multiversing. Don't worry, I crossed
Yeah.
over with at least 3 other games.
This is true.
True, there's
Yeah.
crossovers
but-
with my game in here as well.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, we will see you guys maybe possibly on Friday next week. We shall see about that. We'll update on the socials and whatnot. And remember, there is no Calamica tomorrow.
I will say, depending on if my players are fast, there might be like a quick little one-shot thing that we do, but that is really...
Okay.
You said that you wouldn't stream it. That's what I asked at the
No,
beginning of the
no.
session.
No. I was like, I'm not sure if it's going to happen because they haven't handed me the stuff yet, which is really
Fair enough. I suppose
See,
people will just have to keep their eyes open for a notification on Twitch.
We'll tag it here.
Yeah.
yeah.
Indeed. All right. Well,
You-
good night, good evening, good morning, and all of that jazz. We'll see you guys when we see you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Oh.
Bye bye.